was like when he was doing Bret Hart, and it got perfect, and then Leah just got on his ass, and he wasn't allowed to do it anymore. So he had to move on to other things.
I still think you should do Jesse Ventura fucking campaign.
It's like when he was
videos.
doing Bret Hart, and
Great.
it got perfect, and then Leah just got on his ass, and he wasn't allowed to do it anymore. So he had to move on to other
Joe should put that as his like fucking answering machine just to fuck around.
Right? Yeah, she calls me fucking. Well, what do you want? The fact of the matter is, he's not here right now. You dumb whore. You've always been a whore. You know, I've had 3 wives. I know what whores are.
He's like, what the fuck is
I
this?
tested the waters with every cunt I could, and the fact of the matter is,
Leah, you can't call me racist. My current wife is black.
my wife
I got
now
her
is
for a
black.
good deal.
My favorite part about that is when I come, my jizz just shines off her black body. It reflects beautifully. I can see where every single one of my potential kids might have gone to. On my white female divorcee bitch whore or ex, you couldn't see where my cum shots were. It was like I didn't shoot anything at all. But I knew I shot it. Oh man,
And your Stone Cold is fucking spot on.
Yeah.
You've
You
lost
guys-
to Bret Hart, but that's because you haven't been doing it. And I used to have a spot on Bret Hart and Vince McMahon, and I've lost it
But
because again,
your voice
don't
changes
practice.
too. It's really kind of incredible how
That's true. You pulled a Alex Jones. If you noticed Alex Jones early, his voice was higher, but like now it's like so gruff. And it doesn't help that the guy goes on these tirades and stuff. So, and I've noticed that myself, that you got like a more gruff voice, I guess is the best way to describe it.
Do you want a Billy Goat's gruff? Do
Do you guys remember Jason Sensation?
Jason Faggot?
Yeah, no, I remember. He did a great Owen Hart.
He did a good Stone Cold as well.
Look how big my damn nose is.
Yeah, woo, dude, that shit was that when that happened that night. I was losing my mind. That was so good. Like I was fucking roaring.
Road Dogg was killing it too. He's like the brother. What did he say with D'Lo? Like
The brother smacks himself down.
yeah.
Joe, I gotta say, I'm much more energetic tonight than I was yesterday, and fucking I ate yesterday. I mean, like,
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on with me, but I'm fucking ready to fucking fight. Like if I had this energy yesterday, fucking, especially at this time of night, like at 1:22 in the morning, like we sort of had a couple of lulls yesterday. But if I had this energy yesterday, I'd be fucking rocking it.
Yeah. I mean, I think we were all kind of like the first 3 hours last night we were rolling, and then we all hit this like hour and a half lull of just like, whoa, we're fucking tired. Everybody. Like everybody was. It was weird. And then for some reason we didn't end the show, and then we talked politics for an hour.
Yeah, and then everyone got heated and stuff.
Yeah,
And we ended on a sour note.
It wasn't that bad though. It could have been.
No, I mean it was a good show, but I can see where you're coming from. We're like ending on the politics, and that is what got us, sort of energized when it should have been something else. Because the week before, I was just fucking rocking it, and like that whole show, fucking 2 weeks ago was fucking just fire.
Yeah, dude, we were loaded. It was that shit was we were. I mean, we kind of had it was like a mini version of it last night. We didn't have. It definitely wasn't the same fire of a show, but it was all right.
There was that fire there, but it wasn't present.
What the fuck?
Hey everyone, fuck wrestling, it is Corrupted podcast time.
Yeah,
Who is the person you whited out in the thumbnail?
I don't know who that is. It's Dave Rose. It's actually another picture of Dave Rose.
It's the other Dave Rose.
Yeah, Potty
you,
Mouth
Dave
McGee. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I'm announcing we're live. Patreon. This is the
Is that
pre-show.
supposed to be the mystery spot? Is like, are you telling me like another Dave Rose is gonna magically appear right now, like through time travel and like?
Yeah, I guess whatever it
We're gonna
can
have to deal with two of them.
whatever it can do to make people go, what? To see who's there? What is this?
No, you know what it looks like? It's fucking Powder from the movie.
Powder.
Shit.
Give me some powder, son. All right,
You saw that movie, right,
I'm gonna
Joe?
go piss because I haven't moved really, other than helping Leah and doing this. I'll be back. We're on the pre-show, everybody. We're hanging out. We're not recording it, but we're on the pre-show and we are live on Patreon. What's up?
Also, probably another reason why I'm all hyped up and stuff is that I got drunk and stoned and started cleaning. And, you know, once I'm on a fucking roll, man, ooh, baby, things are fucking looking great, you know?
Oh,
Doing
yeah.
some laundry, you know, doing some
Other
cleaning.
than helping Leah. I'm sorry, the show just started playing itself. Ignore it.
But yeah, I still even have to eat, and we'll see how I accommodate that into the show. Because it's rude to eat while you speak.
Yeah, you can just always take a break for a second and be like, I'm gonna eat now.
Yeah, well,
Then
see.
we'll eat Junebug's dick.
Ooh.
Ribbit. Ribbit.
Ribbit.
So, Junebug, did you hear those clips that I provided to monetize this yesterday?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The frog he's not really happy about that.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't at all.
Yeah, he went around threatening to take my shit down everywhere. Like, I didn't fucking, what the fuck?
You better take your video down or else.
What a dildo.
Oh, when he got on the show, though, and you gave him the opportunity to speak, it was just so funny. Come on, Mons, do your job.
And not a word
Take
was
those wrenches away.
and not a word was spoken.
This is a vacation week, too. A lot of people are away right now. What's up, everybody? Joe, I sent you a clip of Antifa accidentally lighting one of their own on fire. I saw that. The Molotov cocktail. Oops. That's fucking hilarious. Stupid idiots. Wasn't it a Molotov that made the guy triggered that made him start firing on people, too? The Kenosha guy? That was what made him decide, okay.
No, he got shot at.
Oh, well, I mean, that was the second, from what I understand, that was the second one. That was the handgun. But before that, it was just he was being chased and people were throwing bricks and shit. But from what
It started at the gas station where this guy ran up to him and tried to pull his gun and he shot him in the head.
Right.
And he called the cops and you could see him on the radio, like on the footage. He's just trying to call the cops to like say what he did.
Yep.
And then they're like, hey, get him. So that's when he starts to run. So he's running and stuff, and then you see them like hitting him from behind and stuff, and eventually he trips up and falls, and that's where you get that beautiful scene of vigilante justice.
I mean,
actually, it's not even vigilante justice, to be honest. It's basically he's defending himself, and it's fully within his right.
If he had held up, and I don't know, to be honest, because the guy charged
I've
him.
researched this a lot. Let's
Right.
just say Dave Rose is right here, so save yourself some time.
Well, the second part was great because the guy pulled the gun on him and he's laying on the ground, and as the guy gets the gun out, he gets his arm blown off.
No, that the best part is that he actually approaches him with the gun, and then this Kyle kid like starts to pull up his rifle, and this guy just ain't like he puts his hands up. He still has the pistol in his hand, but he puts his hands up in a sort of like a non-aggression manner to say like I'm not a threat. So as this kid starts to try to get up, he then, from the position of hands up, he goes to try to, like shoot the kid. And this kid's, he had actually a chamber malfunction in the rifle. So he was somehow within like a second and a half able to remove the jam, aim the fucking rifle close enough to the body and shoot. And he got a perfect fucking shot there with the fucking arm.
Right.
It was beautiful, man. But the kid with the skateboard, I love it because I've got a photo, saved high definition, like Time magazine level high definition, where the guy's clutching his chest right after getting shot. Skateboard's there on the floor, and man, every time I look at it, I get a hard on.
Oh my god.
Good Lord. That's awesome. I don't know. It's so fucked up. It's hilarious to me. Oh my god.
Yo, Joe, you should do
Where
like a
was this energy
fucking.
yesterday? Where was this energy yesterday?
I don't know. I'm pretty tired because I've been doing all this shit all day. What were you gonna say, Junebug?
That when you should edit that video of the skateboard incident and fucking just like sing a song and like have
Oh,
it playing in
God.
slow motion.
You can't even.
No, you got JD in the background saying, "You deserve it."
Blow me. Fuck.
You deserve it. Everyone's calling him like a pedo on Twitter. Like, what the fuck is going on with that?
I have no idea what's going on with JD, but I'd love to know because it sounds hilarious.
What the fuck? Oh my god, dude. Let me get everybody on cam here. We got Junebug. He's got the turkey mask. I thought your shirt said Gut 69.
I got 99 problems, but a bench ain't one.
Oh, but
Oh.
that sure sounds better, Joe. Got 69.
Yeah, Gut 69. That's hilarious. I'm gonna make
Yeah,
that shirt.
this mask is actually pretty fucking comfortable though.
Yeah, it's like one of those ones where like probably if like you're worried about where you're going, you put on a better one. But if you're like, it's not a big deal where I am, I just got to put something on. I like
Yeah.
it's so thin, it's easy to breathe in.
It says your logo right here. That's hot.
Yeah, thanks for living
yeah.
up to the Latino stereotype of wearing a shirt without any sleeves. Thanks for making us all look bad.
Sorry about that.
We are
I just
on.
noticed that.
We are on the pre-show live. We are now live on the pre-show on Corrupted, and we are live on Patreon. This is the pre-show. We'll be starting in just a minute. I'm gonna go get myself a drink, and we're here. Junebug, Dave Rose, Devious, and Jesse's here. Despise me. Jesse, you feeling zen tonight, baby?
The opposite.
Or you want to fuck people up tonight? You want to fuck some motherfuckers up tonight, Jesse? Let's do it.
He's feeling the spirit of chaos.
I want to go the way Jesse wants to go. Like, if he's pissed off, I want to be pissed off. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm feeling like I want to hurt people for you tonight.
I don't want to hurt anybody.
Oh,
I just
well,
want to stop.
then-
I just want to stop hurting.
Jesse,
I wanna
have you
stop
ever
her.
heard of the Egyptian god called Kek?
No, not that I'm aware of.
It takes the form, it manifests as a frog.
oh no.
There's actual statues of it throughout America. But if you are looking for a new god, perhaps check out Kek. God of Chaos. I think he's up your alley.
I think so too. Just like the Heyoka shaman shit, all these other fucked up things. I'm the kind of like that's what I am. The fucking I ride it on a horse backwards and disrupt all the ceremonies.
What?
Look up Heyoka shamanism. That's kind of me. It's like me in a nutshell.
So you're probably also riding in naked as well.
Probably.
Backward on the horse.
Like at the most important part of the ceremony. That's where I'll come in, like trying to fuck with people. Like that's what I do.
Then you accidentally open a portal.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know. Ever since the first time I did DMT and like there was jokers dancing around my wall, I was like, oh, I get it. Like I'm supposed to fuck around, and if you don't win, you burn down the casino. You know. You know, if the aces don't work, you always play a joker card. They don't give a shit who wins. Everybody fucking loses. I like being wild. Fuck it.
Burn it down.
Oh man, DC cast this man as the Riddler.
What?
Who?
You're a fantastic Riddler.
Who? Me?
You, yeah.
Jesus. Shit,
don't know if
we'll
you-
see.
I think I'd be a great Riddler.
I think so too. Yeah, like you already have like yeah, you could be a few different fucking characters. It'd be great. Fuck, no, I don't know what the fuck I do, but like, what makes you say I'd be a good Riddler?
All I know is just like the way you speak. Sometimes it's just like
I do
it's
make
like-
people confused.
It's like riddle me this, riddle me that.
Yeah,
You
sort of.
know who Jesse is? He's Rorschach.
What the fuck?
What?
You
didn't hear that?
No.
I don't know where it came from. Then
I
was
heard-
Joe like in the background singing?
I heard something, but I didn't hear what it was.
I almost feel like I know the song he was singing.
Jesse, have you watched Watchmen?
Did that come out in like 2010?
I think so. Quite a while ago.
Yeah, I didn't. Either I watched it, don't remember. I didn't watch it because that was when my stepdad's cancer was going on. I don't remember a lot from that fucking
Okay.
year.
That's an amazing movie, and Rorschach is one of the characters of that movie.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, like I can dig like a couple of those. Like Batman's never been a big problem for me, but I'm just not a
It's not a
comic book
superhero
guy.
movie. That's the thing. That's the thing.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not a superhero movie. It's a movie with superheroes in it, and they're not even superheroes because the world has basically said, "Fuck them." These people are fucking super powerful, and they like they're ruining our lives, or like they're too powerful to be allowed to exist. Like, it's fucking brilliant. The movie is brilliant. Some people will argue about it because it's not exactly what the comic book was. Okay, I'm a comic book nerd too, but I can argue that. But the brilliance of the film is not just the cinematography, but the story that it tells. And I think that you would fucking love it.
Right on. Yeah, like I'd fucking check it out because there's not very many amateur. Like the way you're describing it, kind of, I could check it out because it like sounds like they brought it down to like a human level to like a
Oh,
more
it
of a
goes to
realistic.
existentialism. It goes to the basis of what it's supposed to be a hero, if
Mhm.
that can even be defined, and what's justifiable when you're in that position, including,
Ah,
like how much sacrifice are you willing to make the
yep.
world a safer place? Are you
Oh
willing to kill people as a hero? It's brilliant, dude. It's fucking brilliant.
no, you're right. That shit does speak to me because it's like not like killing people, but like just the amount of sacrifice that you have to put into life to decide to go through another fucking day of it.
Now the
So I dig
novel,
it.
well, the it's a graphic novel, is brilliant. Alan Moore is one. He also wrote V for Vendetta. He is a genius, absolute genius, and he's also. I don't know if you've ever looked into this guy. This guy's into witchcraft and like, he looks like he's like an extra member of Led Zeppelin. Okay, so no, seriously. So like, and this guy's been into like this, esoteric and occult stuff for a long time, and obviously he writes it into the stories that he writes. And he's not only a genius, but he even, saw this movie and said, "I do not want to be associated at all with this. This is not what I thought, for my novel or my graphic novel and stuff. So don't fucking associate me with this. Any money that goes to this goes to the writer, the other writer that helped work on this. I don't want anything to do with this, but he deserves any money that would come to me." The guy's very stoic in that sense, that he stands by his convictions. Now, I can understand somewhat where he's coming from in regards to why he might not want to be associated with the movie, but regardless of that, I thought that the movie itself was just fucking spectacular, and it's infinitely better than that shit show that they try to do with the miniseries. Do you guys remember that at all? They try to do a a Watchmen miniseries. I think it was
Yeah.
on HBO or on Netflix or something, and it was full SJW cringe.
Hmm.
And it killed the story. It killed the characters. It killed the fucking. Didn't kill the franchise, but it just killed the appetite for watching them on that format.
So let me ask you this: like, if you were to write the last Glass movie, what would you change?
Which movie?
Glass.
You mean
Because it's like what you were saying
that's
is like
the Unbreakable franchise, right?
yes.
I never saw that. I didn't see also the one that came before with we're introducing.
Oh, Split.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either. So I don't know that character. I don't know how he's introduced in that universe, and I don't know what happens in Glass. You can spoil it if you want. I mean, I'm still eventually
Let's-
going to get to watch it.
I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's like what you said earlier. It's like they try like to protect that secret from coming out about like there's like mutants that exist between us,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like Glass, the Split guy, and then the Overseer.
Unbreakable.
Yeah, they're like the first three to like be introduced, but there's other people, but nobody knows about it.
I loved Unbreakable. That was such a great movie, and it's one of those few movies by M. Night Shyamalan that is actually good. But Yeah, I really like that first one, and
Split is really good. I like Split.
yeah,
It's like
what's his name, McAvoy, right?
yeah,
James McAvoy?
it's like
That
a
guy's a fucking super actor.
he's like a fucking it's like a super villain. Like he's a villain. They're trying
Yeah,
to
I know the concept, I know the plot, but I don't know the story. As in, I haven't seen it, so I don't know any of the details. I just seen the trailers, for example, and read a little bit about the movie. But
he's
yeah,
fucking fantastic. Like he just the way he comes
Yep.
out with all these fucking personalities is crazy.
well, I look forward to eventually getting around to watching it, and
It's really good.
that's the thing, though. I'm not big on following trends or seeing a movie that is, comes out. I'll watch, like, if I hear about it, I'll put it in the back of my mind. Maybe I'll get around to it. And eventually I might, it might be a rainy day on a Sunday and I just want to watch a movie. Maybe it's, I don't know, a weekday and I just want to fucking fuck off. Like, I've got a huge list of movies that came out years ago that I still haven't watched, but eventually I get around to them. I'm not obsessed with like being in front of a computer screen or a TV screen or anything like just to watch, like I don't want to be in that position, like I'd rather be active, be out, do something, cleaning for fuck's sake. I'd rather be cleaning than fucking, watching a movie.
Yeah, same here.
That's just me though. But there's time and place, and I'm not big on going to theaters anymore. I used to like it, but people are assholes. They're answering their phones, they're checking their fucking smartphones, and like it's lighting up the cinema. People are, just disrespectful to the whole experience. And
Yeah.
I'd rather have my home theater and experience that where I can literally pause it if I need to, have food in front of me of all different types, and not be limited by what the theater allows me to eat there, or pay their stupid prices. So I'm perfectly fine into entertaining myself at home, with my nice big screen TV, my internet connection, and multiple ways of streaming. So
No, I feel you there. I'm not going to spend the same amount it would cost me to go to a theater to watch it like early on a fucking stream, Fuck
well,
that.
it used to be good. It used to be good where you weren't paying like $50 to go to the theaters, but now it's at that point. It's like,
Well,
why would
you
I even?
don't. Yeah, I mean, if you're slick about it, you could probably save by like just paying for the movie, but it still gets up there. Yeah. I mean, I don't pay extra for certain shit because I can't see 3D. I can't, IMAX is like too big for one eye to focus on. So I'm like, I just want a normal theater with surround.
I'm not wearing 3D glasses at all. You either make that shit pop out and make it actual 3D, or fuck you, because I'm not wearing no fucking extra glasses just to fucking see this in 3D. There's nothing. I'm not benefiting a goddamn thing from it.
It's worse. Usually, it's like it distracts you. You're like, oh, I'd rather just watch it on the screen. I can't see what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I've tried. I tried it once. I saw that Jim Carrey Christmas Scrooge cartoon or whatever. And like through the whole 2.5 hours, the only thing that I saw for a second was a snowflake that looked like it was coming at me. Other than that, like one little piece of snow, like the whole movie was just normal. I just
Probably have a better job seeing 3D with that stupid magic eye thing from the 90s.
I don't know. 3D is nothing but what?
Do you remember that, the magic eye stuff? Like, it's basically a book, and
Nah.
it's got like all these fractal sort of designs, and apparently if you focus your eyes a certain way, you see a 3D
Yeah,
image.
but the thing is, all that stuff in 3D and all that shit you're talking about is all on a depth perception trick.
Yeah, exactly.
And I have no depth perception whatsoever.
Well, I've got depth perception, but the thing is, though, each of my eye is different. I've got astigmatism in one eye, and it's nearsighted, and the other eye is farsighted.
Ah, fun.
So, like, I can, yeah, it is fucking fun, and it's not easy to fucking aim a firearm, but you learn a few things when you practice. But what I was talking about is the fact that the stupid 3D eye eye thing, I never could see it. my brother was like, "Oh, like look at that, it's 3D." I'm like, "Fuck you, I can't see it." Oh, all you gotta do is focus your eyes. I'm like, I'm focusing my eyes. I don't know. That was a big thing for me.
No, I didn't mean to.
Apparently all
I'm
you
cross-eyed.
faggots. Are,
No, I didn't mean to no sell that. Somebody in the chat goes, "No, you're talking about the Grinch Stole Christmas." I'm like, no, this was the cartoon, the Scrooge movie that he did.
I
It
can
was a
remember
cartoon.
hurting my eyes trying to strain at those. Like what is it? It's a big snowman, and you're like, oh, it's a snowman.
Well, at least you got to see it because I never.
Oh.
And then, you know how they fucking have at the end of the book, like what the image is supposed to look like.
Mm-hmm.
I would look at them and I'd be like, I don't see that. Like, how am I supposed to see that? And a very contentious source of frustration from my youth.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. I mean, I remember when I couldn't see it too, but then I saw it eventually. That's hilarious. Let me see here. I'm about to start the show. We're gonna start the show up in a minute, guys. We are live
Yes.
on
Do it.
well,
So since Drew is out at the lake tonight and skipping out on the podcast, let's all make jokes about the horrible things Drew could be doing at the lake. I bet Drew beats off into the lake and uses his cum as fish bait.
oh,
It's not a bad idea. Stick it in a condom.
I bet he uses his dick as worm food. I mean, like, I don't know.
Well,
I hope Jason Voorhees rapes Tara. How about that?
that's gonna be hard to fucking cast when he's got his dick in the water.
His little bobber dumping up and down.
I took little bobber totally differently of what it really is. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ,
Oh yeah.
fucking baby arm with like
Oh,
a little extra something at the end.
No, it's just a little knob.
Nothing
a
wrong with
little
that.
nasty little nub. Imagine that. Imagine Jason just ripping Tara's clothes off.
What are they? Are they going to a hotel or something?
I mean, no, they have the kid with them too, so I don't think so. Do they?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm
I
asking
don't
you.
know. I don't know shit about fuck.
I'm about to find Junebug. He sent me the second Bullfrog song. Everybody's been waiting for it, so we're gonna start the podcast with it tonight.
Mind you, that was recorded. I think it was like the third week he was on when he was talking about how he only likes black guys and that he masturbates for 5 hours a day.
Oh my god.
So this
I don't-
song is 6
Dude.
months old.
I gotta say, as much as he got worn out walking outside and back in, I don't think he could jerk off for 5 hours a day all at once. He'd have a fucking heart attack.
And when
I'm
you
just being honest.
and when you hear it and you hear myself repeating the lyrics, that represents him when he repeats himself. Nobody got that joke when I first posted it.
All right.
Dude,
This
he
one,
So it's just basically a minute of him just repeating himself.
oh god.
You'll get it.
well, this was the one that came after the other one, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Dude, the funniest thing and the saddest thing was when I watched, when we went on there the other week and he did his intro. I watched his intro and I'm like, this is sad. He's singing the fucking the Junebug song, and I'm like, oh my god, this
He
is
does
not
that
good.
every show, though. He does that
This
every
is it.
show.
Oh, I'm not. I don't watch. I've never watched again, and I never watched before. Like, so I was like, this was new to me, and I'm like, this is really. I feel bad watching this. Like, I shouldn't have. I was like, I shouldn't have made him fuck that handicap sign. No, we didn't make him do shit. He was all over it, dude. I'll tell you,
Dude,
what.
if fucking John Hughes was still alive, bro, he would have took Bullfrog and made him into a fucking character. Like,
No, he should be.
Would've raped him.
Who's the dude that wrote Pecker? He should be in that fucking movie. Or in that.
You know what's funny is Bullfrog probably flagged his own stream last night when he was saying he was going after me.
Accidentally or on purpose, because I can see both happening.
Yeah.
Honestly, now that I think of it, and I don't think he knows how to flag. I think how he like just takes shit like I'm doing an NXT review / hardcore whatever. It's like he probably just heard people say they got flagged, this and that. He probably just used that. I'm sure, you know what I mean?
I also think he was just fakely threatening that he would flag the channel.
I was just confused that he was so mad that like you were playing those clips. I mean, I get it because you were playing them like we were making jokes and making songs, but it's like, dude, what made you say all this shit? Like, I still didn't get an answer. I'm like, that's what I want to know. Like, what the fuck? Did someone make you say this? Did you? What do you think was going to happen?
Jesse, you do know that I made those clips, right?
Yeah, but didn't he fucking like? Oh, you like pieced them together?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because
I alluded to that on the show. I said, well, yeah, those words came out of his mouth, but maybe there was a little manipulation with the audio.
God, dude, that's really good manipulation. Because it sounded like it was clips he actually said that you just pieced together really well. But
I'm proud of my work. I'm proud of my work. That's why I gave so many clips to Joe because
I wish you could piece my life together like that. That'd be great.
Yeah,
I mean, dude, he almost lost his goddamn mind. It was,
oh, he lost his mind. He lost his mind.
yeah. Well, here he lost his mind here, too.
I was getting
Do
told
your
by
fucking
people.
job, you fucking mob, before I take everybody's fucking riches. Do your fucking job. Quit being fucking retards. Do your fucking goddamn jobs, you fucking retards. Do
What
your
people don't
fucking
understand
job.
is that he literally said that little diatribe 5 different times, but it said like almost identical. So like, there's no point in playing each of them because it's almost the same thing. But like, if you watch the video, it happens. Like he literally just goes off 5 different times on a minute and a half little rant about like the mods not doing their job. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's like a broken record. What's like when he's on the show?
Then he actually sent me a message. I could always send you the screenshot if you want, where he's like, what did he? Sorry, I've got to fucking quote you on this because it's important. So he says, "I ended my channel. I hope you are happy." And he sends a picture of a green coffin.
He sent that to me too on Twitter. That's why I'm laughing. I know exactly what you're talking about under his like 3rd name that I hadn't blocked yet. Oh my
I just
god.
thought that was funny, and that was before the stream that he made the other day. So obviously he's not, ending his channel. In fact, usually when you end your channel, you delete it. But then again, I don't think he even knows how to delete his own channel. But he went ahead and made another video, so we know he's full of it. It's all fucking lies.
It's all bullshit. It's all bullfuck. To be honest. We're live on Patreon, guys. Come on over to Patreon. We're live on Patreon. We're going to be ending the stream soon on Corrupted, so get over to the Patreon for the Corrupted podcast. What's up, chat? Labor Day weekend. All right, let's hit up the Bullfrog #2 song from Junebug. Here it is. So we can get it recorded too. I haven't heard this in a while.
Here we go again with the fucking bullfrog jokes. 5 hours a day. 5 hours a day. Ribbit. Oh my fucking god, can we start the song already? I want a black man inside of me. I wanna rip it up, rip it up. Oh, I'm 600 pounds of me, ready for a black man to devour me, ready for somebody to stick it in me. If you're black, you got the right ahead. Rip it up. 5 hours a day, I put it in me. If he's black, he can stick it in me. 5 hours a day isn't enough. I want a black man to rip it up. Rip it up. Rip it up. Stick it in my bunghole. Rip it up. I'm a mongoloid bitch. Rip it up. I'm the bullfrog, yo.
Damn, that ends abruptly.
That was great.
Thanks.
I want him to rip it up.
You have a better control of auto-tune than T-Pain.
Awesome.
How you doing, corrupted nation?
What's going on, everybody? Want some dark music to start this podcast? I'll fucking play it.
Yeah, I'd love some.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'll light candles. I'll set my dick in the wax. I'll do whatever you want.
Candle. It's my dick in the wax. My dick in the wax. Let's see if the corrupted questions are up. Let me see if we got questions here. A lot of people are away on vacation this weekend, so a lot of people thought we weren't even going to do this stream this weekend. So, but no, we're doing it, man. We're doing corrupted right now. So here we go. We did have less questions. I thought that would be the case. Last week we had 22. This week we got 10. Shows you how many people are really away on vacay.
Wish I was on vacay from the earth.
Yeah. In all reality, we probably should have taken a little. Maybe we should have taken, a weekend off,
No, I'm glad to fucking do this, but fuck waking up tomorrow to another day of shit shoveling and sandwich shit eating.
You ever want to just fuck with the mailman when he shows up at your house delivering something?
No, because I'm not walking a fucking quarter fucking mile to go meet him.
Oh, right. That's too bad. Yeah, my mailman's right here. Right in my front door,
Yeah, I miss that shit. The city's nice for one thing.
Well, I'm not really in the city, but
Yeah, I know.
You're in the desert. You are way out there. I feel like I'm in the sticks, but it's still not that like what you're in. But I like to sit on my steps sometimes. So when the mail guy gets out of the car thing and whatever, and he looks at you and he goes, "Hey," or he just kind of smiles as he puts the mail in the mailbox, and then I go, "Ah, ah," and then sometimes they don't look, they look away on purpose because they're like, "What the fuck is that about?" What the fuck? All right, what's up? We're Uncorrupted. We're now recording. We're live. We're here with Devious Dave Rose and Junebug, Jesse J, and I'm Joe Cronin, and you're all fucked. What's up, everybody?
You got a good Latino representation tonight.
That's true.
Thank you.
Now we just need black guy.
A black and an Asian, and we're good to go.
Do you think we could get away with painting Jesse? Shave everything and paint yourself.
What, yellow or black?
You know what? Black, you're right. It would only work yellow, unfortunately. But yeah, we really could use a black guy, but we'd have to settle for yellow, I suppose. Oh yeah, could you?
Why not? I could do Asian. I don't give a shit.
I think you could do Asian.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, say so sorry. But really good, better than what I did.
Nah, that's probably not gonna work out. Dude, Edsview doesn't even fucking talk like that.
Edsview talks better than...
Edview's like, "Excuse me, sir, I know you speak English, but let me adjust your grammar for you, as you clearly do not understand the language of your native land."
Yeah, Edsview speaks better than Americans, so...
Oh, should I speak another language so you understand?
The only time he sounds Asian is when he's actually making fun of Asians and doing an Asian accent.
Yeah. No, I love when he's skateboarding out there and he's got the Wolfpack pussy shirt on and doesn't even yell it for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Wicked funny.
Great.
You're in Japan yelling Wolfpack pussy with a Wolfpack pussy t-shirt on.
Yeah. Like he's fucking skateboarding through a suburb. No problem.
I would love for him to just go up to women in Japan and be like, "You want to see my Wolfpack pussy?" And say it to them in Japanese too. Just be like, "Yeah, well, what is that? It's American show." Oh, it's an American.
Then they cover their mouth and they go hee hee
hee hee hee, and then their little lips drip.
Then they do the stupid little peace sign like they always do in the photos.
Right. Rebby Hardy said Matt was the number one idiot in that scenario tonight. I'll let you figure out who number 2 was. That bitch is crazy. I love her. She's losing her mind everywhere, flipping out. Imagine Rebby Hardy. I mean, she wants to fight Jeff Hardy's wife. It's just crazy.
Well, she is Spanish, so she's very passionate and also crazy.
Dude, she's fiery. She's fucking fiery, but
yeah. Well, Latinas are especially crazy.
Yeah.
So what's been up with you, Junebug? How you been, man?
I've been holding up, trying to... Just been sleeping all day, trying to relax.
scared the fuck out of almost everybody. There was like 70 people who started streams with your name in it last night.
Yeah, I know. It's just I didn't mean for it to go that far, but it's just like my mind was all over the place last night.
No, I was worried about you, but who the fuck starts like streams everywhere about some like? Isn't that that's a little strange? Don't you think?
I wasn't really aware that they were streaming. I didn't see it until Bullfrog went live. But
I didn't really know it either until people were basically what happened was I was doing a Q&A thing and people wrote it in the Q&A. They were like, "Oh, this or whatever, isn't it weird?" And I go, "Yeah, that is kind of weird." But I guess, if people don't know what else to do, that's just them trying to get your attention to reach out or whatever, and they don't know what else to do, But I wasn't aware of it. But I did think it was a little weird that I guess that because I thought there was just one, but there was like a bunch. I won't name any names, but there's a bunch of different people. It was a bunch of people, and it was like, that's a little weird. But it was a question that somebody asked me, and I was like, yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, man, I mean, I used to have real bad times, especially when I first started YouTube. Man, I used to have just streams.
Yeah, man. It's like I don't drink like this. Like I don't drink like that, bro. It's just like I used to drink to have fun. Now it just takes me to my dark place, and it just makes me not want to fucking like. And it's like other people are telling me, yeah, just go get help and all that stuff. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just get help.
But
Yeah.
also, if you need someone to talk to, I'll fucking let me know. Because I know all about this shit. Like I'm experiencing part of it right now for myself. So it's like
Yeah, man. And I'm not looking for attention or anything. People are
No,
saying
I-
that
no,
it's,
I
it's
get
not
that. No
that. It's just I don't. That's why I don't like expressing how I feel. You feel me? Because every
Yeah,
time
I
I
know, but
say
that
I
is-
say something like that, they put that in my face, and that makes me more upset. So it's like,
well, that's what just if you ever need, if you want to hit me up about it, I can help you kind of figure out ways to navigate and flow through that instead of always letting it kind of take you through a hamster wheel from hell.
yeah.
Like you can actually decide to get off the wheel for a minute. It's fucking hard, dude. But
Right.
I told you, that's what it was for me, man. I didn't even really drink a lot. Now it's like, I mean, it's
Yeah, bro, I got like 6 empty bottles of fucking tequila in the kitchen. It's just, I drank it all.
no,
Oh.
I'm with you. Yeah, that's how.
Speaking-
I've been with, Jack
you're
Daniels.
saying that you have drinking problems, but a guy who told me, Tommy's been telling me I've invited him the last couple shows, and he said no, because he's taking a break from the shows. He said he's like, I'm taking a break from all the shows, whatever. And I'm like, okay, but he's not taking a break from alcohol because I just received this clip.
I love all my people, and I love you. And
love.
I will not.
I love you. Good pickup, Dave. That's hilarious. Oh, you know what? Let's make him red.
It's fucking him.
I love you, brother love. It's Bruce Pritchard. He's here. Let's make him red. Let's make him real red. Hold on. Oh, that's good enough.
Never forget anybody. I love you so much. I'll never let go of you. I'll never die. If I die,
What?
He'll never die.
I will give you a brownie. I love you.
Hey,
I-
oh, shit.
He's gonna give us a brown eye.
Brownie.
I love all my people.
So he only likes white people. What a racist piece of shit. That's what that means.
Shout out to my local chapter of the KKK.
Yeah, I love all my people.
Hey, Joe, did you know you were still streaming on Corrupted Nation?
Yeah, give him a little bonus. Thank
Oh,
you for
okay,
telling me
okay.
though. Yeah, a little bonus for Corrupted Nation. We are getting off the air though in Corrupted Nation though, so get over to Patreon.
Okay, see, I didn't know if we already had. Like somebody said that in the chat, and I was like, "Oh,
No.
they were looking out for you."
No, I get it. It's cool. Hey, listen, if we gave away half the show, fuck it. But no, it's okay. We're gonna get off soon. But good lord, Tommy's wrecked. He's just a mess, And, you know, I can understand. Listen, I'm going to take a break from the shows. I'll get
Did
drunk.
you not see the previous tweet? There's a tweet where he's like filling up his glass and he's like looking into the it's a TikTok actually. And it's funny because he's looking into the camera doing like stupid singing and shit. And it looks like he almost overfills it's the stupid like bamboo like chalice, the glass or whatever he uses. So he almost overfills it, looks down and quickly like tries to recover and stuff. It was funny.
Really? What the fuck?
Yeah. I can send you the link if you want. You can. It's on Instagram. That's where until I can get back onto Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm stuck on Instagram for now.
I see him with a puppet here.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this could be it here. Let me see if this is it right here.
Joe Biden's brain is on a vacation farm.
Is this it? He doesn't know any of the words.
I'll find it for you because no, that's not it.
Good God.
He thinks that one of these is gonna go fucking viral, but obviously it's not.
No, because people go, oh, poor retarded person. Okay.
Is it possible for me to put a link in this chat, or do I have to send it to you directly?
I think you can DM me on here. You could DM me. That would work. I see he's pouring a rum. It looks like into a
That's probably it.
a wooden cup. What happens in it?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. No, he does. You watch because
Okay.
like he's looking into the camera, singing, and then he almost overfills.
Why is he singing Stained?
I don't know why, but it's even funnier.
Wow.
You notice how he's like almost overfilled it, and you could see the look on his face. He's not even looking at how much he's filling.
Oh, yeah, you're just dumping it. Oh,
That's how I make mine. Good man, Tommy.
if only it spilled all over his chest. Oh God.
Fucking so funny.
Hey man, it's what is it? Memorial City? I don't know if I can know what this weekend is.
Labor.
What is it?
Labor Day.
Labor Day. There you go. Thank you, June. At least Junebug knows. I have no fucking idea what anything is
I
anymore.
wasn't sure if you guys did anything different down in the States, but it's Labor Day up here, and it's spelled with the U.
Normally we do, but because of COVID, I just don't give a shit about anything. I'm like, there's no holidays.
Can we get to 2020?
Yeah, let's get out of this. Let's get to I want to get to like March of next year, because by March we'll know how, are we going back to normal a little, like for real, or are we really fucked? So I've got this anxiety that I don't believe anything.
They're gonna start pressing for the goddamn other vaccine, like the vaccine for the coronavirus, to fucking start a whole new bunch of bullshit.
Trump was very adamant about this. Is that he said the vaccine should be optional. So
I agree. I mean,
if you don't think it should be imposed on you, maybe you should be voting Trump. And I'm not talking about you, Jesse. I'm talking about people who are listening. That again, it's your moral decision to choose if you take this or not. Okay, it's not about personal safety or public safety. No, you have what's called freedom of conscience, and you get to decide. If you'd rather be under quarantine and not take the vaccine, well, that's fine. But nobody, including the government, should ever tell you that you have to do something to your body that you don't agree with.
Fact.
I would love to do something to my body that I don't agree with. Like sexually.
My whole thing is that they were setting it for like January when they start getting it out. Like, and when Joe said March, or when you said that, Joe, right? Like March. I was like, that'll be by then there might be a whole new bunch of bullshit where we're able to be kind of a normal where we can do more things again, but we'll have to be. I'm worried that it's going to get to a point where you can't even do anything or get your money, get your food stamps, get whatever, if you don't get the fucking shit they tell you to. It's like, why are kids being forced to get their flu shot or whatever if they're getting taught at home? Schools, I get, like,
well, yeah, they're forcing us to get our kids a flu shot, and they're remote.
Yeah, exactly. That's
That's
bullshit.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
Do not
it's-
comply. Do not comply.
we can't send our kids to school at all unless they.
Yep. Yeah, they'll ban it from like. Don't you have to
Good.
go different routes?
Good, because then they'll get defunded. You'll get more money. You can teach your kids without them being indoctrinated by these fucking assholes, and they're actually going to be smarter. It's been proven. Homeschooling, because the system is so fucked up, homeschooling is more efficient. You're going to actually get smarter kids.
What?
If the school system wasn't so shitty, then yeah, maybe the kids wouldn't be so dumb. But if you teach them at home, guaranteed that you're going to get smarter kids.
Well, we're gonna play this video apparently of a guy being set on fire by his own people in a Molotov cocktail gone wrong. Jesse, what does it say? Death to Smoochie behind you?
No, it says "Death is my mistress." So
Okay, is there like a cum stain right underneath it?
no, but there's a corpse flower, which
Jesus.
Well, Jesse, I don't know if you know, but in the comic books, Marvel, Thanos actually was obsessed with death, and she was his mistress.
Right.
Do you have the gauntlet, Jesse?
I fucking have everything's a gauntlet. Jeez.
All right.
It
Well,
never
we're
fucking ends.
guys, we're going over to Patreon exclusively, and we're gonna play this video of an Antifa guy. I guess it's one of them. They lit a Molotov cocktail, and the guy lit himself on fire. Apparently, so this should be delicious, I suppose.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, anybody who can't light a Molotov cocktail and lights himself on fire, I mean,
Yeah, they shouldn't be rioting.
that's pretty fucking
Go
hilarious.
back
I
to
mean,
riot school, faggot.
oh, good God. What was that? Wait a minute, was that Junebug?
Yeah.
that laugh was like fucking like it was like a very
It was
like-
a quiver giggle.
a very sensual sexual tingle laugh.
It's a sound that you make when you're having a struggle.
I want to see one of those. All right, well, here we go. We're going to give it to people right now. I don't know how good this is. It could suck. I have no fucking idea. I haven't seen it yet, but hopefully it's funny. Rioters, let's see. Then apparently this has commentary over it. Sports commentary. Let's see.
On fire, and look at him, man. It looks like he's doing the Running Man, that stupid dance from the 90s. Now he's on fire. This man is literally on fire. His friends are trying to put his dopey ass out, and this is karma being served instantly like a freaking charbroiled cup of noodles. And my God, the officers have to come in and save him. How pathetic are you, Andy Tifa, here tonight? Being so stunning and so brave does not pay off for Andy Tifa tonight. Now he's got charcoal feet, and it smells like burnt hair out here. Let's take a quick look at this explosive replay. Smells like moldy, burnt Hot Pockets out here tonight. And we can see right
Love
here
that
the cops,
graphic.
luckily they have their protective gear so they don't have to smell this guy who just set himself on fire and who has probably not taken a shower for months on end. Out there protesting, trying to defend the police. And it's very ironic that as soon as he catches on fire and starts crying like a little bitch, he's asking the police for help.
Wow.
That was pretty fucking awesome.
Brilliant.
Joe, you should have did the color commentary. Just be like, yeah, you see that?
Yeah, Joe should start fucking doing that from now on.
Somebody years ago, I almost started doing those. Like just in fact, I did do them. I did remember the police chase ones I did? I put them on Vimeo. I was like, the cops are almost there now. They tackled him.
Yeah, you did something like that, but
Yeah. But like really putting in the production like this would be funny.
yeah, that replay fucking graphic just fucking gets me.
Somebody put Footloose to it too. Oh my god, that is fucking hilarious.
Oh, there's so many songs you could put to that. It's so fucking
Yeah,
it's great.
we didn't start the fire. The roof is on fire.
God.
Dude,
I don't know why, but my heart will go on. Celine Dion. What? I bulldozed over you.
That's okay. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying my heart goes on by Celine Dion. For some reason, that seems like it'd be funny to me. I don't know why.
I'm just thinking all the different songs with fire in the name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like you could. I mean, there's a plethora to choose from.
There is
Into the fire.
Into the fire. The guy and then you pause it right as it goes up on him.
Is that the new NWA intro?
Yeah, it is. It really is. Yeah. They did Dawkins and then they bailed on Dawkins and went to Pantera, which, you know, Pantera is awesome, but just Dawkins fit way better. I don't know why they changed it, but they did. Broken Lion says, would any of you go to the ocean floor? And if so, what do you think you would find? And I bet Drew does blackface to scare the kids around his neighborhood. Oh. I don't think Drew needs to put on any mask to scare the shit out of the kids in his neighborhood. This fucking guy looks like, just look at him. Look at that face. Look at that fucking, like, and I bet he's listening right now at a campfire, staring at his wife who won't sleep with him.
He's a clout trout.
Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, he's a clout. Yeah, people listening on the audio version of this are like, what? I don't fucking know what you're talking about.
I totally just got that shit that you always get where you eat too fast and you haven't eaten in a while where it just locks up. It's like, I get that. It's like, fuck, it hurt. It's crazy.
Dude, when I get that though, it's like 45 minutes. Like I'm out. Like I'd be gone for 45 minutes if I got that. Unless but I've gotten the minor version of it and then it's not. So maybe that's what you got.
Well, no, I get it all the time, but it's like it just sucks. It's the pattern of it. I was over here going, man, that's because there's other things that happen, but it's just eating too fast. It's that eating too fast part. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
if you do it a little slower, even though it sucks to have not eaten all day or whatever, and then you do that, it's that eating fast that just, hey man, hold on, I haven't, it hasn't worked all day, so it's like now we're having to double work it. Like it's.
What was that bullfrog? What'd you say? What'd you say, bro?
See again, trolls. Do your fucking job, you fucking mob, before I take everybody's fucking riches. Do your fucking job. Quit being fucking retards. Do your fucking goddamn jobs, you fucking retards.
Jeez.
He's such a mess.
And people think Tommy freaks out.
Right.
Well, his freakouts are way better.
I really wonder.
I don't know. This is literally the unstoppable object versus the unstoppable force versus the immovable object. They literally. Well, actually, no. Tommy is smarter. Bullfrog just doesn't get it. Like, as in, like, you can tell him it 20 times, it doesn't get it into his head. At least Tommy, he's got some semblance of intelligence. And it's amazing because apparently Bullfrog can read and Tommy can't. So what does that tell you about this situation? It's fucked up.
And look how everybody talks about both of them, even when they're not around. It works for them in some weird reason.
Yeah, because you just spectacle. It's like you marvel at it. It's funny. I know that we're not talking. Yeah. Well, my bad. It's all retarded to me. I know we're not talking about wrestling, but this Rebby Hardy tweet is delicious. She tweeted out the DMs with Matt. Love you. I gotta hit the football field in a minute for our match. Hope you enjoy. And Rebby tweeted, I love you. Don't be dumb. What the fuck? You practically cleared that table. What the fuck? Matt, what the fuck? What the goddamn fucking fuck?
So, but why is she sharing these screenshots? Like,
that's what made me think it's like, that's what, I know that it seemed real, like he really got hurt, but there's something about it that's off. And
there's something weird. Because the double ring, like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, dude, it's weird.
When you saw the X go up, like, I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you with what you said. There was something fishy. Something's up.
Do you think that's going to make him broken again?
Well,
maybe.
I mean, he already, like, it didn't make any sense because he was and he wasn't and he was. Now he's like a mix, and then And then the match is called that, so it didn't. I don't know, man. It didn't make any sense to me. I'm still lost. Maybe we'll find out soon what all this was. But if we end up, if it ends up being that this was all just to scare people for some weird reason of whatever, like this was pretty well done because you convinced almost everybody. It was really well done, and the part he landed on was weird too. Man, it's another battle night in the United States, bro. There's shit going on everywhere. There's fucking fires. There's fucking mobs. It's fucking like dude, there should be play-by-play.
Joe, you gotta fucking redo "We Didn't Start the Fire" by Billy Joel, but do it in your version from the last fucking 20 years.
Yeah.
That'll be fucking sick.
Wait a minute, for what though? Like the last 20 years of the world? Like, what do you mean?
Like, yeah, like the last 20 years, like all this shit that's been going on.
Oh, okay, I get you. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Zach Connor says, "Can we now say California is the worst state in the USA?" Well, they did that pedo thing, you know.
Yeah, California's fucked.
They're clearly starting to set the stage for that shit. For like, oh, you know, it's not that big a deal that he played with a 15-year-old. They said it was okay.
Dude, they legalized. I'm surprised a lot of people probably don't know this, but they legalized where if you have AIDS, you don't legally need to tell somebody that you're having sex with that you have AIDS, and if you go raw and they get infected, guess what? You're not going to face any criminal charges.
Yep. That is weird.
Weird. That is infuriating.
It's evil. It's evil.
Exactly.
I mean, that is not right.
It's fucked up. And that's all in California. Like, there's no other state there that fucking does that. Why?
There's something wrong, dude. You can't, how the hell can you deny it at this point that there's not something wrong with this fucking state, California?
There's something wrong with this fucking world.
Maybe Alex is right, man. Maybe the fucking reptilians are here. Maybe we are the reptilians. Oh, something's up, bro. Something's up with this fucking world.
Well, hopefully on the 20th, that meteor will hit us nice and hard. And
it's the size of a car, Dave. We keep telling you this. It's not going to do anything.
I know it's not. It's not big enough. But, you know, who knows if some hidden meteor comes and hits us.
It's the size of a nuclear power plant. Or I guess they could say, like, that it's a tiny thing, don't worry, like, whatever, just so when people see it, you're like, oh, yeah, it's that little, and then it isn't.
That is a good point.
That's a good way to keep people calm. Like 90% chance it hits us, but it's the size of Texas. But so they're like, oh, there's nothing we can do, so just fucking don't tell anybody.
They would try to avoid like panic at the last moment. They want people to be like, oh, that's just harmless. Like, yeah, we can see it in the sky, but it's going to be okay. And by the time that they realize that this thing is going to fucking blow the world up, it's too late. Like, there's not going to be riots and shit, obviously. So, yeah, that's logical.
Yeah. It's a good idea, bro.
A lot of movies actually do that. And as we know, movies are a lot of the time predictive programming. So wouldn't count it out, to be honest.
Yeah, they started it with Armageddon and the other movies all in the 90s.
Yes.
So that by the time we were that age, 30, 40, we're like, okay. Yeah, this is normal. It's one of those things you shoot into. What the fuck, Garguts? I don't know what you're saying there. But let me go back to the questions. Broken Lion, thank you for that. We love you. Cosmic Crow said, what were the biggest scandals or rumors at your school or work? Fucking school. Like, I don't remember.
I've got a few.
Yeah, I don't remember almost a damn thing at all, to be honest, about that.
All right. Let me tell you a few things. Do you remember back in, I guess, elementary? I mean, I know there's a distance. There's a, difference in age between us. But do you remember those sinks in elementary school that were like you had the foot pedal where like it would activate the sink, and it was like a huge sink, so like a bunch of people could like use it at the same time. Do you remember those? Oh
yeah.
Okay, so the high school I went to had 3 floors, and it was, apparently it was like, I don't know, 7 in the morning or something like that. So one of the peers I had in one of my classes apparently went to this floor to go take a shit because it's like you always want to be away from people when you take a shit at at school and shit.
No.
So this guy goes into the fucking bathroom, and what does he find? The science teacher literally had stripped naked and had filled the sink with water, like as a bathtub, and he was in there washing himself, like sitting down, like in a bathtub.
That's awesome.
And yeah, the guy walked in, and he's like, and then he left. And then obviously people learned about it and so forth. But for some reason, this science teacher, chose to bathe himself in a fucking a huge, old school sink, which were very cool, But there's also the fact that there was a teacher in my high school that apparently had fucked a 17-year-old girl, and because he was going through a divorce or something, and eventually once she graduated, then he got the divorce and then got with her.
Good God, bro.
Those are probably the biggest scandals, I guess.
She's 17 at least. That's not but still, that's a high school. Like, I was being hit on by a teacher when I was 17. Or I was 17 in high school, last year of school. I turned 18 before the school year, I think, ended.
Oh, you told me that she wanted to go to your shows.
Yeah, she went to my metal show in fucking Worcester, Massachusetts, which is like not the best place. And she was like, we were talking, I don't know how it came up or whatever. I think I was listening to metal in the room, and she said, oh yeah, oh, you like, Pantera or something? And I was like, yeah. How do you know about? I was like, yeah. You like Pantera? And she goes, I love Pantera. And I was like, what? Like, it was like she seemed like a normal science teacher, like nothing. She would know anything about anything, like that I would know about. She was younger though, so it was like not that crazy. And I'm like, oh, that's funny. Yeah, we're covering the song at this metal fest or whatever. And she's like, oh, yeah? And I was like, where you're playing at the Metal Fest? And she goes, yeah, I go to that. And I go, oh, yeah? And she's like, yeah, I'll come see you. And I was like, okay. We're on at this time. And I was telling her whatever. And then she was there. She fucking showed up. And there was like, we had like a lot of people moshing and going crazy. I have it on tape to this day. And it was really like, dude, we had a lot of people.
Is she on tape?
No. But that would have been. But I do have pictures of her from school.
I'm hot for teacher.
God damn it, dude! She was kind of hot, but she looked like more like the lead cheerleader, but now she's a teacher. Do you know what I mean? Like, she didn't look like a metal person. Yeah, maybe she was just horny as shit. That was fucking awesome, dude.
Maybe it was both. Maybe she liked metal and was horny as shit.
Yeah, she put her hand on my shoulder and said that was so cool. And then that was awesome. She's like, you got to let me hear all your other stuff. And then my girlfriend walked up to me right as that was going on. I was like, oh, yeah, this is my girlfriend. And she was like, well, I'll come see you guys again. And I'll see you in school or whatever. I'm going to go meet up with some friends that are here too. And I'm like, all right, later. And I'm like, that was my teacher. That was fucking crazy, dude. I'm like, dude.
Can I help you in the supply closet?
I could fuck my teacher. Yeah. That shit was crazy. And I remember there was another teacher too that I suspected of this, but I don't think it was that. I don't think it was that she was like flirting with me or wanted to do whatever. I think it was just that I was in like the fucking TARD class. Because it was 12th grade and I had to make up something, and so they put me in the TARD class. And, she would be like, okay, we're going to now write these sentences down and then do this. And I'm like, this is fucking retarded. Am I really in this class? and so, like, basically, I ended up helping her, like, being her helper in the class. Like, she couldn't keep up with everyone just fucking up their shit. And I'm like, nah, Michael. I'm like, dude, check this out. Like, this is apostrophe. And because and I'm like telling him, like, why it doesn't work. And she's like, oh, cool. And then she was just like, he's so helpful. Like my mom had to meet with the staff because they were like, oh, he's going to be kept back and all this stuff. And she was like, he's so helpful in my class, you know. And she even said finally at the end of the year, she goes, I don't think you should be in this class. And I'm like, yeah, but it's like I'm too fucking dumb for the regular class, but too smart for the stupid class. So there's no middle class. So I guess we're just fucking, you know, I should have taken the Tommy out and said I was fucking dumb as shit and then just taken the diploma. And what the hell's the difference? But it's just really funny, man. Is fucking everybody dead? Where the fuck is Junebug and Jesse? What the fuck was just me, the DeRozan?
I'm here. Just...
Jesus Christ, we gotta wake you guys up. What the fuck? You okay, Bug? You gonna fucking...
No, I'm good, bro. I'm just listening.
Sound like you're fucking on your corpsing, brother. Give me that orgasm. Come on, give me that orgasm.
Drinking some of that fire water. How? I am Dr. Earl.
I don't have any liquor, man.
Oh, really? Can you do Dr. Earl? Is that what you're saying? You can do a Dr. Earl impression?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I can't. I tried it, and I fucking failed.
I was just trying one. I don't know if
I was just trying. You fucking faggot! Like, I can. That's about all I can do is the part where he goes, faggot!
You do him better when he's angry, but I do the whole monotone type.
Yes.
How? I am Dr. Earl. Welcome to the casino.
Did you see the guy
in a drink?
Did you see him come to my rescue on Twitter earlier today? I tweeted out that mongoloid guy who was attacking me.
I did not.
There's a guy on fucking... So, I don't know this... I don't even know who this guy is. But he fucking tweeted... He Facebook private on Leah's personal Facebook. He personal Facebooked Leah like 6 months ago. He wrote, "You stupid bitch, you're ugly and you're an ugly stupid bitch" or something.
Wow.
And she shows it to me and goes, "Do you know who this is? Like, is this?" And I'm like, "I don't know who that is." But I go, "But he looks familiar and sounds familiar. Like his name sounds familiar." And I'm like, "All right, I don't know, whatever." Well, today I get messages from him on Facebook, private messages. And I go, who is this guy? His name is like Robbie Fazel or something. And one of his eyes doesn't look right. And he fucking messages me. And he goes, "You need to kill yourself. You too ugly to live. Nobody loves you. You deserve to die. Hang yourself. Nobody wants to live. Nobody loves your 6 inches. Have a nice day. Peace. Laughing my ass off. Talk about me again. I'ma beat your ass." But I never talked about this guy ever that I know of. I even tweeted, I said, "Did I talk about this guy?"
From the name, he sounds like an inbred Muslim, so, you know, you can kind of understand that, you know, he's kind of retarded.
I mean, now I'm talking about you, but I just, like, I don't know who this guy is. And then people started going after him on Twitter, and I'm like, he has a fucking Twitter, too? I'm like,
I could just imagine people fucking going after him, you know, on your behalf and just eviscerating him.
Yeah, people found him on Twitter. They found him on Facebook, found him on Twitter.
This sounds fucking good.
Fuck him. I mean, what the fuck, dude? You message my wife with your crooked fucking eye? Get the fuck out of here. God damn it. The fucking glasses don't fix the eye, you fucking goddamn fucking piece of shit. I don't know. Anyway, fucking you're a creepo. Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know who this fucking guy is.
Yeah,
I'll send
contacting Leah and then contacting you, like that is weird.
I'll send fucking Junebug after you. I don't gotta think about you at all. He'll choke you out with the fucking goddamn turkey mask. I don't know. So weird, dude. Threatening me on fucking Facebook.
These children.
With his crooked eye. That's all I got out of it. Firebird says, have you ever almost cheated on your loved one? If so, what's the story behind it? Yeah, let's
generate. Fuck.
No comment.
I've never fucking been there and never will be because I'm not a piece of garbage.
Parker said, cue Joe talking about his high school girlfriend. Yeah, everybody's heard that story, so I'm not going to go into that. You ever do that, Junebug?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, do what?
Good God. Ryan Karp says, "What does having a concussion feel like? I remember you've had a few." It's miserable because it's like you just can't focus on anything and you're irritated by everything, and you just it's not it put it this way, I always want to play with my kids. Always want to play, always want to hang out, whatever. I didn't play with my son really, like video games, anything for like 4 weeks. And like he would ask me and I would go, "No." And I would stare at the wall. And that's weird. Like that's not normal. Like I would never say that. And I'd play a little bit. Like I'd turn around and be like, "Hey, let's do this." And I'd be like, "All right, I'm going back to this bed now." And it was really bad, dude. It was, I never understood it until I had it. You know, Mark Savard from the Bruins had it, and that's when I heard the most about that shit. You know, lights being too bright. I was wearing sunglasses all the time. And I don't know, man, there's something about when you hear about people like that you feel bad in a way, but you kind of don't get it. You're just like, you're weird, you know, or that, like, they've got to be, like, you just don't really believe it all. And even Leah didn't believe it. You know, Leah was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, would you cut this shit out?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? I fucking don't. So I didn't mean to be doing it." She didn't really believe it. Leah was like, "You're fucking retarded." So it's hard because nobody understands that you're going through something they don't get it because you can't see it. So I don't know, man. It's weird. It's isolating. It's scary. It's weird, dude. I can't. I'm just glad it's gone. I still have the logs where I would write the notes down every day of how I felt every day to see if it would be a change. And then because I couldn't remember, was there a change? I don't know. So I would write down every day.
That's very smart, actually.
Yeah. I was like,
that actually is very useful for yourself or for medical staff to say, okay, we've got a clear change in mental capacity. This needs to be treated. So I can that one.
I can remember when the notes changed to like went for a run today and afterwards felt like I had the concussion all over again for 6 hours.
Oof.
I described the concussion like a wavelength. You know, a wave where it's kind of like I guess, I don't know. There's all the examples of like a wavelength where the wave goes up high, comes down all the way, goes up high, comes down all the way, goes up lower and comes down all the way, goes up lower. And it starts to like without a doubt, it's going to go back up again every time. You know, it's going to go back up and come down and go back up and come down. It's going to keep doing that.
Wave.
Right. But eventually the wave will stop and it will go flat eventually, but it takes a long time to get to that. And so you would have these moments of, I think I'm over it. And then you'd have 7 hours of shit. And then it eventually got to only a couple hours a day where you bothered. And then it eventually got to it was gone. But that whole thing took 8 months. And
my God.
I'm like,
actually, I remember when, like, because this was the hockey, like when you got hit in hockey, right? That was
Yeah.
the last you got. I remember, like, even afterwards, like, yeah, there was times when you were doing the show and stuff where it was somewhat noticeable, but you held it together really well. But yeah, now that you're commenting and explaining a lot of the aspects, I'm noticing it more from remembering how you were, because that was when Tommy C was around and Dead on Dave.
I'd fall
possibly,
asleep.
I think it was gone by that point, but Troy was there and Jesse. I was around sometimes, and yeah, it was noticeable.
Yeah, I do pretty decent on the shows. Mostly, but there was a lot of other things I wouldn't do because of it, and a lot of it was like video games and shit, like video games and just whatever. Exercise was a big thing by the middle to the end, but the first 4 to 6 weeks was a fucking wreck. And I remember we didn't do shows because of it, and I said, "No, I don't feel good," and it was crazy, man. I don't know. Yeah, I hope nobody gets it. Yeah, Jesse, you look sexy. You want to bring it on?
I don't know what I want. I am so fucking like just not good.
Jesus. When's the last time you had brownies? Like weed brownies?
For fucking ever ago, doesn't really work for me.
Really? Yeah, I never did that either, really.
I mean, I've done it. It just doesn't work for me. I mean, my own work after a little while, but it's like, I just don't care. You know,
Well,
it doesn't help the pain. So you know what I mean.
if you could kill somebody in the community, who would it be?
Myself.
Vincent Wolf says, childhood shows you would still watch nowadays, or you'd like to show to your kids. Dude, I don't know if you've ever gone back, but fucking Ghostbusters, the cartoon, fucking holds up.
Oh, the real Ghostbusters?
Yeah, like it holds up pretty good.
It wasn't bad. The earlier episodes were better. They were more serious. I didn't like it when they got too jokey, but
Yeah, it turned into like Basketball Ghost and
eventually it became Slimer in the real Ghostbusters. So, you know, it went really cheesy and kiddie and stuff.
right. Yeah, I would say well, okay, I guess I can sort of speak to that up until the I don't know, like probably the third season maybe, or the second season or something like that. I don't know, something around then.
Yeah, I think it was third season, but prior to that, yeah, I totally agree. It was fucking a great show, and it was, yeah, I mean, good.
That's weird. Let me see here.
He-Man, I think that still holds up.
He-Man holds up. I think Ninja Turtles holds up early on too, kind of.
Definitely. Well, for the earlier stuff. Later on, it got again very cheesy, and you know, if you ever watched that show, the Toys That Made Us on Netflix,
yeah. That's fucking awesome.
Oh, I love that show. They talk about the Turtles where it got to the point where like, yeah, make up any fucking animal, make it a mutant, and just fucking give them a spin. They're a skateboarder, they're a fucking plumber, whatever. And like, eventually that's what, you know, what came of fucking TMNT, you know, like the cartoon show. It just became a joke. Later on, you know, with the reboots and stuff, they came, you know, they got really good. But
right.
But yeah, that original series from '89, I think it was. It got worse as time went on.
Yeah, they started fucking around. The new Turtles is terrible. The one they brought back a few years ago though, in like 2013, I liked that one or whatever.
Yeah,
it was all right.
That was really good. I think that's the one where they eventually had a movie that was direct to DVD, which was like a crossover of all the different turtles. Do you remember that one?
I remember TMNT.
Yeah, that was 2005.
Oh, was it that old? Oh, damn.
Yeah, you're thinking of a different one, but that's okay. That was good too. That had Patrick Stewart did a voice in it.
Yeah,
I don't remember that. I just remember that you've got like the turtles from the fucking 80s, 90s cartoon. You've got the ones from that fucking series, and then you've got the ones that were like literally taken out from the comic books. And when they went to that world, everything was in black and white. And I loved, like, when I was a kid, I actually read the actual Turtles comic book, the Eastman and Laird's, Turtles, not the Archie fucking release.
Right.
So it's like really dark. There was blood, and it was fucking so good, so good.
Oh shit! It was 2003, Jar. That's even longer ago.
My God.
I would say that that
movie holds up though, but
no, it's. I think it's this.
Because I'm not even time doesn't mean anything to me anymore. I'm getting that old, man. It's just fucking like, what day is it? You know, what year is it?
Right.
Can you speak up, Sonny?
What is this, Stone Cold?
Hey, Steve Austin coming to you with the Broken Skull Ranch out here in Nevada. All these fires out here, well, in California, got this whole place all smoked up. You can't see nothing. You can see that dog out there, my prize black lab Callie.
What is he doing, dude? He's fucking. You can't see anything in the backyard, and he's like, "Yeah, take you out my dog right there. He'll light on fire."
Steve Austin coming to you with the Broken Skull Ranch out here in Nevada. All these fires out here, well, in California, got this whole place all smoked up. You can't see nothing. You can see that dog out there, my prize black lab Callie, 3 years old. For the past few months, let me take that down. The past few months, that dog has been sick as a dog. No pun intended. Had every test in the world run on her. Couldn't find anything. Anyway, she finally kicked out. She's kicking ass. The dog really ain't for sale. Hey, tonight's Saturday night. This is the night I get to eat and drink anything I want. I'm about to start this thing up.
That story kind of went nowhere. I couldn't figure it out. Now she's fine.
That fucking fire that was like even fucking endangering us. The same exact place caught on fire again today.
Really?
Yeah,
What the
went from
fuck?
like 4 acres to 400 in just a few minutes.
You got to start digging a ditch around your house or something.
No, Jesse's gonna walk into that fire, but like, give me all you got, bitches.
Yeah, you're gonna walk towards the fire, into the fire, and play as you die.
It just the mudslides are gonna be incredible, I'm sure.
Yeah. In fact, you know what? Let's just do it. Where's the fucking? Where's that guy lighting himself on fire, bro?
And it's very ironic that as soon as he catches on fire and starts crying like a little bitch, he's asking the police for help.
Fucking gold.
Oh man.
Oh, that was great. I was actually having a coughing fit because I couldn't fucking.
And I'm picturing Jesse just with his arms out, with arms wide open. He's walking out towards the fire into it, just to be taken by the fucking fire out there in goddamn California.
California.
Would you rather live in Nevada than California, Jesse? It seems like a lot of people are going that way. Like,
I'd rather live where there was fucking good doctors. Fuck it.
yeah, well, that doesn't exist.
Yeah, it does. It just get fucked with easy. Sucks.
Do you like the heat or do you like the cold?
Yeah, the heat, but yeah, the cold is. I don't even know how many more winters I can take here. It's fucking insane.
You should come here. See, check out Boston. You're fucking.
It'd be way worse.
It'd be like people hammering your knees with hammers or something. Vincent,
Go to Arizona. There's a lot of old people there. It's very hot.
global warming. Yeah.
And those old people. They have walkers that you can steal and you can use them yourself, right?
That'll. You know, it's better than mine. I'll just trade it when they're not looking. You know.
Ed's View says, what is the worst natural disaster you've experienced? Because in Japan, there's a huge typhoon coming our way within the next few days. Kill me 2020.
So sorry.
You might be, you might be killed. For 2020, Ed's View.
Fukushima.
Oh, Fukushima killed my mother. You guys really do have the worst. Like, we drop a fucking bomb on you twice. And then fucking tsunami. Earthquake, tsunami. Like, at some point, the people go, we should get out of here. Yeah, maybe we should go to fucking New Zealand, where there's only volcanoes and earthquakes. No, I don't know, man. Like, the worst thing that ever happened to me was that time 3 years ago, where the fucking storm happened at my mother's house, and we were fucking trapped because I lived on a peninsula. And
Is that when the street flooded and your neighbor went canoeing?
That was when the ocean fucking took out someone's whole house into it. And then the ocean came halfway up the road. And I could see instead of a fucking seawall and the ocean, it was no more seawall and the ocean in the neighbor's house. And so like the ocean was halfway up the neighbor's house at the bottom of the street. And I'm like, that's the fucking ocean. My neighbor wants to go swimming in the ocean. He just has to jump out of his 3rd story into the water and start swimming towards England. That was fucking crazy. And I said for years, I was like, if the water ever rose here, you're trapped here. That's why the military sent all those fucking rescue trucks. We elected to stay, but, it was just... Dude, I was like, this is fucking crazy. I was like, we are surrounded by the ocean. If something happens, the ocean is surrounding us. What's the point in this shit? So I would say that. I mean, that's not a natural disaster, I guess. It was a full moon and a flood, and I think there was like 3 things that happened to make that happen, because otherwise it wouldn't happen. I guess there was like blizzards, like the big blizzard we have that was like equivalent to blizzard of 72. That happened. That was crazy, but I mean, nothing that bad. I was in a tornado. A tornado started forming around me, and I drove my car and got out of it, and I got so far away from it that I could see it churning behind me, and I went, holy fuck. And my phone lit up, and I didn't know about this because it happened out of nowhere. I was working in Windows in Harvard, Massachusetts. My phone lights up with fucking seek shelter now, tornado in the vicinity. It wasn't warning. It wasn't anything. It was like tornado in your vicinity. Seek shelter immediately. And I'm like, what? And I'm looking around and I'm seeing the blowing and the green. It looks dark and gray. But I'm like, okay, it just looks like whatever. And when I started driving, because I didn't see anything in front of me, so I started driving forward. Like, let me get away from, I guess, where I am. That was when I started, as I got in the rearview mirror, I could see the churning of it. When you're next to apparently a forming tornado, it's a lot bigger, right? It's not like a swirling cyclone, looks all normal. It looks like a giant churning fucking area. And I was in a fucking tornado that started, and then it stopped. It was crazy. And I at one point I was driving by like gas stations and houses and stuff, and I thought to myself, at what point do I get out and try to get into someone's house, or like get into I don't even know what to do, because I didn't know if I could outrun a tornado in the car. I didn't really understand what I could do, or it wasn't. And I was like, at some point, if I can't get away from this, do I pull over and try to get in a basement or something? And it was weird, dude. And I was thinking about, how do I go approach that? Like, bang on the door, like, hey, please help, let me in to your house. You don't know who I am. That really crossed my fucking mind. And I was even on the phone with Leah, asking Leah to navigate me. I said, where am I? Like, and where, because something wasn't working. It was fucking crazy. But that's it, man. That's nothing crazy. Nothing else. Dwayne Crenshaw says, what's your favorite cult film? Mine's The Warriors, 1979. Mine's, I don't know. What's a cult film, really? Rocky Horror?
That's a cult movie. Toxic Avenger or Crusader, whatever.
Clockwork of Orange. That's a cult film.
Clockwork Orange is
Evil Dead series. Evil Dead series is a cult series.
Guys, we'll continue on Patreon. I forgot. This time I did forget to end the stream on YouTube. We'll see you guys on Patreon. Come on over to Patreon. Check it out. Come hang with us, Corrupted. Sleepy Corrupted tonight. Sorry. We'll see you there.
Yeah, man, my fault.
Everyone's dead, bro. It's fucking crazy.
I'm trying.
Sounds like
I
you're
can go full bore, baby.
Let's go. Me and Rose will cover this shit and fuck you. All right, come on over to Patreon, everybody.
Wait, the Macho Man is here. Hogan, it's me and you, baby. Let's do this.
Jared Barron ran out of liquor. Break into the liquor store and hurt somebody. A Tree Root says, surfing or skateboarding?
Skiing, faggot.
Snowboarding, yeah.
Gay as fuck.
You don't like snowboarding? What do you like?
Skiing.
You think skiing is less gay than snowboarding?
Yes, absolutely. It's fucking a man sport. It's fucking skill. skateboarding's for and snowboarding, you know, anything on a board, you know, fucking homosexual.
Well, I gotta be honest, man. I'm better at skiing is easier to me than snowboarding. I don't know why. Maybe it's the way you're facing or whatever. But when I'm on the fucking going down on skis, I feel like I have way better control. And I'm like, you got those poles. That's gay. On a snowboard, you just fucking on a snowboard, and you gotta like stay sideways up, where it's hard.
You don't need poles. If you're good at what you do, you don't need poles. In fact, they're problematic if you say, for example, go down a mogul hill, where you got to be fucking, you know, good with your fucking core and your knees. The fucking poles get in your way, so it makes it dangerous because you can flip out and shit. So, you know what? A proper skier doesn't require poles at all. It's mostly for show, I think.
My luck is I would land on the pole and it would like fucking like
you
just
impale yourself. It's happened
Yeah.
to me when I was learning to ski. It's like you dig too deep and then you fall into the fucking pole and it almost impales you. So I can see where your issue comes from, but then again, those of us who know, you know,
aren't
how to
retarded.
ski don't need that. Don't need the fucking poles.
Yeah. Like, I never see anybody without them though.
You worked on sailboats. I'm surprised that you're not a big skier because that is a very white, you know, high class elite type thing. So
When I was well, the weird thing about the sailing thing is that when my dad was alive and we had money, that's when I went snowboarding and stuff. But I didn't do the sailing came when we really didn't have money. And when my dad was dead. It was just that the sailing classes over where I lived, they really aren't expensive, and it's not, you know, it wasn't a big deal. But yeah, so it wasn't. It's weird. We weren't into the culture of that when I was well off when I was younger. So that's the weird thing.
something new for me to know.
Yeah, and the funny thing about the sailing too was like my mother was busy with shit, so I'd kind of get dropped off at that, and it sort of was like the Boy Scouts or something. Like I learned all this shit, man. I learned how to sail, like, and it was. But you're right. Some of the people that were there were like that. Like, like
I bet they were.
You know, like the parents that like they got like 3 boats for their birthdays and stuff by the time they were like 15.
Dude, they're a bunch of MJFs.
Yes, that's right. Exactly. They were like
Dude, I
that.
know these people. I've met them. I've interacted with them.
But I would say that half of the problem is, I would say half of the kids that went were like that, and they were like this pedigree or something. But but I would say that the other half were like misfits of random kids who like, my parents forced me to do this for some reason. They don't know.
I don't want to be here, but my parents forced me to be here. So
Right.
fuck, go smoke some weed behind the shack there.
Yeah, just like, and people like, and I was one of the people that I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't want to be here. I fought with my mother, and they were like, no, you have to do something for the summer. But I loved it. I ended up loving it. I loved it so much, and I'll never forget that there was this hot chick that was there, and I was friends with her, and I finally fucking, like, it took me all summer. Last day was like a dance thing that they had, and took me all summer to fucking, not only to get the courage, but also to figure out that the girl did like me. And so as I figured out that she does like me, the dance thing was starting, and I forgot that my mom is like, oh, I booked a dentist appointment for you. And so I'll be coming to get you. And
What a cock block.
Yeah, and it was really bad, dude. Like, I threw a fucking fit, and it really, even to this day, like, I'm thinking about it now, like, I was very angry, dude. Like, I was like,
Dude, you're gonna be standing over her deathbed while she's dying. You'd be like, "I still don't forgive you for this."
yeah, that one, I told her, I basically said, I was like, no, there's this dance, and everyone's got to be there. And I'm like, you made me go to this fucking sailing thing I didn't want to do, and all summer, and now everyone's having fun after the class, and she like got all bitchy, like, I told you that you have to do it. You have to do it now. And then we had to drive to New Hampshire. So it was an hour drive to my dentist, get my dentist shit done, go home numb, and I didn't see that girl again. It was the last year of sailing class, and
That hurts me. That hurts me just to hear, man.
I saw the girl again at driver's ed. like 3 or 4 years later. I'm about 17, I think, and I was 13 or 14, and so, no, I was 13, so I was about 17, and I saw the girl again in fucking driver's ed, and I didn't during the test. I guess I think it was the test day. Didn't see her. She kind of had like such blonde hair that her hair was white almost, and she goes, "Dan?" And I'm like, "What?" And I stared at her, and she'd gotten a little more, like, she actually was very pretty when I knew her, and she was a little less pretty, but still pretty. But you know what I mean? Like, you're like, oh, you're going to get to be a little heifer, aren't you? No.
Oh my god.
No, it wasn't that bad. She was still good looking. But it was like, it was weird. And I was like, what? Wow. Like, holy shit. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, I said, how are your brothers? Because I knew your brothers. And then that was it. We took the test, and I was like, well, see ya. And I had a girlfriend at the time, so I didn't care anymore. But like, I really was like, fuck, that's summer though. That could have been that could have been the lost of virginity day, you know?
Yeah.
Now, how about that story though? After all sailing classes and that day and the party and the sun setting and you're on the beach and you plow this fucking girl and you lose your virginity, like, it's like a fucking, you'll never forget that. But nope. Instead, it was, hey, my parents are away and I'm naked now. Like, let's just fucking slide it in.
I can relate. I'm not going to go into details, so let's just move on, because now I'm getting fucking
horny
memories. No, memories being brought up, and I don't want to get mad.
Jesus. Dave Rose was raped. Confirmed.
No, it's like you're not the only one who's been cock-blocked by your parents. So.
No, okay, I get it. Yeah, but you know,
you think back on what could have been,
right?
You know, like, and again, like, it's exactly what you're talking about. Going into a situation that you don't want to, and then you end up fucking loving it, and then then you got to deal with that shit.
Yeah, and they don't understand.
By their own folks,
and they don't get it.
Well, that's something I probably would have been listening to back during those times.
I was super gay, dude. I listened. I think I told Scott this when he was gonna kill himself the other day or whatever it was, and I was like, dude, you weird stuff that you play sometimes is like, you know, like, I used to listen to that stuff when I was in middle school. Like, listening to fucking the goddamn Kiss 108 station. And those songs from the late 90s. Like the Dawson's Creek type of shit that was on. And I'd be like, oh yeah, I want a girl to fall in love with. I'm listening to this shit. Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? What am I doing? Like, I was such a queer ass. I had Celine Dion's fucking Titanic song on a tape.
You were emo before emo existed.
Oh my, yes, I was. But at least like the rock emo though, that I like, the Stabbing Westward stuff.
Exactly. It's called the Clash when emo was cool, not when they became gay fucking, closet cases.
Yeah.
There was a time where people fucking could wear black eyeliner and be men and be fucking straight.
Yeah.
And fucking nobody was like, people would like cross the street to avoid them, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Not like today where you see these kids with fucking skinny jeans like hunched over. It's like, you're not a threat.
Yeah, well, unless they find a weapon like in their parents' basement or something.
Well,
that's where they're a threat.
You know, they haven't had a chance to have a school shooting, but no, but seriously.
Yeah, those are down now.
Back in the day, people listened to The Cult, The Clash, The Cure, had, what was considered emo or goth, and were way, like, again, they would wear makeup and still be more masculine than the fucking people today.
Yeah, they'd kick your ass. It was like, it's cool to be sad, like, now.
Yeah, the punk guys would paint their nails and, like, they'd have mohawks and they would fucking straight out fucking, fight you in the street there.
I think the only thing I can compare that to is the guys who do it who are straight edge, because I think the straight edge guys are still tough.
Yeah.
Because they're kind of crazy.
they got no outlet with the fucking, drugs or alcohol, so they just want to fight.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they remind me of. But the emo kids now are, I don't know what the fuck is going on now. Now it's just,
They all play Minecraft.
yeah, and Gavin does too, and he looks like an emo fucker.
Yeah, your kid plays.
Yeah, maybe it's Minecraft controlling all the minds.
He does have that haircut style that is somewhat emo-ish, isn't it?
The good news is though is that he's like, can you please cut my hair? I want to cut it short.
Give him a mohawk. Give him something extreme. Like, let him go
Yeah.
nuts.
You're right. He's not even in school. I might as well do that.
Yeah, like just say like, what
Dude.
kind of hair do you want? Do you want to like have like your hair like Zeus back from the '80s and fucking wrestling? Where you had,
Dude,
like,
I'm gonna
the
carve fresh into his head like on Dopey Minutes.
Dude, my brother actually did that back in the early '90s when that was the thing. My brother's like Trailer Park Boys, right?
Yes.
Where J Rock, the white rapper who thinks he's black.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
That's my brother. So not that much, but basically, he's black almost. I would say he's black. But basically, he did that in the early '90s. He somehow convinced my parents to let him cut his hair like that, and he ended up getting his name engraved, I guess, into his hair.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll carve a G. I'll carve fresh G into Gavin's head. Fresh G. Oh man, I don't know cults. I like a lot of cult classics. Going back to that question earlier, I really didn't answer it, but I like a lot of cult type movies. Even like Fight Club. I was watching Fight Club the other day, and Leah's like, "I hate this movie. It's so overrated."
Movie.
No, it's not a cult movie. I agree, but it reminds me of a cult movie, and I'm like, you're right. This was like a massive blockbuster, and it's like
a great movie.
Yeah, like I love it, but it doesn't.
Cult movies are defined by the failure in the theater, but the following that they build up afterwards.
I think Grandma's Boy is one that I think is a cult classic.
That would be a cult movie. I love that movie personally.
Was Superbad a cult movie?
No, I wouldn't.
No,
think
I'd
so.
say that was more like it was pretty well laughed at when it was out, and it's still pretty well laughed at afterwards. But I think it's kind of cultish now because I feel like there's a lot of people now that don't even know about it. Didn't you feel like that was a new movie at the time, and now it's like a forgotten movie, but we still like it?
Fuck it. People called me McLovin in high school because I had like that skinny like fucking look.
Yeah, he's one of those emos. No, he's not. But no, yeah, that's awesome, dude. If people call you McLovin, that was the shit. Dude, that movie's fucking awesome.
Shit is hilarious.
I can't even, and the best thing is I always forget about the funny parts. And
Chicka, what? Chicka.
it's ridiculous, dude. I love that movie. That part's not funny, and don't ever do that again. But I like that movie. No, I'm just kidding. Now I'm kidding you. Dude, we'd totally be like, we'd be those guys, man. Like, I feel like I missed out on a lot of that stuff, but I didn't. I don't know, man.
Well, I was 14 when that came out.
Shit, I was probably 23. I don't even know. When did that come out? 2007?
Yes.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
20.
Yep. You were 27, I was 23.
Oh my god, man! Like I literally remember that year like it was yesterday. Like I don't understand. Like I'm 40 years old. I don't feel it. I don't fucking feel 40 years old. Like I
Yeah.
literally feel like I'm straight out of fucking high school sort of thing. I don't know why. Like as in like my energy, my fucking thought pattern.
It's because you keep yourself occupied, dude. It's like you always want to like do something like that's
I don't-
good. You keep your body active.
I don't know. I just find it very odd. It just I don't feel old.
Some
I mean,
people,
like maybe back in when I was young, or many people think maybe today, yeah, you're 40, you're old.
yeah.
I don't feel old at all. Like, and it just I don't know. It blows my mind because the interpretation that I had when I was younger is like, oh, when I'm 40 years old, I'm gonna be like an old man, blah blah blah. And like, yeah, there are some people that I look around that, yeah, are my age and are wasted by the sands of time. You know what I'm saying? Like really wasted from their lifestyle or whatever. And I'm feeling like a kid, and I don't know, like maybe I'm just fucked up, but like I just don't feel old. I feel young. I feel, rejuvenated and fucking just raring to go.
I think that I don't know, man. There's just some people that are super young souls or whatever. Like when you were younger, you probably felt like an older soul. Now you feel like a younger soul. I don't know. I agree. I don't think any of us act like there's a lot of 30-year-old dudes that I know and 40-year-old guys on my even street. They would never be doing this, and they talk about completely other things. Like they've all already moved into like, I hooked my grill up and then I like did this and that. And you're like, what the fuck? Like you could, all this stuff, they like generic things. And it's like it's like the zombies you read about in the movies who are just like, they're locked into whatever they're doing at work and they're being super adult like, but like boring. And there's no reflection or future imagination. It's very linear for them. Like very in the moment linear, which I think helps you when you're in a job where you just go 9 to 5 every day and whatever. You start living in the moment but I don't know, man. There's something that's not living in the moment about it. I don't know. It's like you're on autopilot or something. I don't think any of us are on autopilot. And I think that
No. And I think you reflect that too, is that you don't seem to, well, you definitely don't act your age, but also you don't seem to feel your age. And again, you have 3 kids. I don't understand how the fuck or where the fuck you're getting this energy from, because you operate like a fucking machine, like with little or no sleep. Like I could not operate with a little, sleep that you get, and you're fucking rocking it, making multiple shows, dealing with kids, like fucking doing a podcast and feeding them. And like, it just blows my mind on where you're getting your fucking energy from.
I think that one of the things that I notice is that I fucking like wanted this bad, because I like wanted to have this family thing. And so everything to me is right now, for the most part, is pretty fun. Like when I had my 9 to 5 job, I did get a little bit sluggish and fucked up because that was like, oh, gotta go do someone else's shit, for 9 hours, and then come home.
I that on your earlier stream that basically was so noticeable that once you got over the fact that you had become unemployed and that you were now doing this full-time, YouTube, you got your home, you're around your kids all the time, you're able to like watch them grow up and stuff, and like the change in your happiness was so noticeable.
Yeah, the only time I'm ever not happy, like if I'm ever not happy, it's definitely if Leah isn't happy. If Leah's mad at me, that's the only time that you'll see that I'm like, I just fucked up. Like, because that fucks me up. If she's unhappy, I'm just fucked. I can't stand that. That's the worst. Which, yeah, if you get Leah mad at you, it's the worst. When she's mad at me, I'm like, I fucking suck at life. That's the worst. But other than that, I'm pretty happy. For the most part, it's a little stressful.
The fact that you wanted, like when you were working, again, remember when, even before Finn was born and, Brennan was just born, like you were like, I wish I could be around the kids more. Like I got to rush home and this and that. And like, since you've been able to work, from home directly and be in a home that you own, ones that you fixed yourself, and just be around your kids, it's just noticeable. Your attitude, your happiness is much more evident because you are, I think, again, being able to be around your kids and being more in control of what's going on in your house and stuff, rather than being away 12 hours a fucking day and coming home exhausted and stuff.
I was out of my mind back then. Back when, like,
and you still ran a fucking, awesome show. Like Wednesday nights, remember? Wednesday nights monetized this?
Yeah.
And you were still fucking knocking it out of the park. And that's how I found you.
I just remember I think probably Jesse knows the most, like, because I was just like fucking crazy. I was like, Dude, I was so whacked out. Like, I mean, I'm still that way a little bit, right? Obviously, I'm still that way now. But I mean, it was so much crazier. Like, I was so I was working left and right at people, like working this, that, getting pissed off at everything that would go anything. Like, it was just fucking crazy. Like, it was really crazy. I broke a fucking window.
Joe, there's a person in the chat called Junebug's Tears, and he's doxing where I work and where I live at.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck what happened with you? Why are people mad at you?
I don't know.
Man, are you in the chat? You should get a wrench in the chat. Say something in the chat, I can give you a wrench.
Okay, I got you.
What the fuck? Who's this fucking ballistic guy who's writing a million things too? That's fucking weird.
Yeah, I think it's either Jacob or SE Steve that's being that shit.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what's his problem, bro.
Yeah, these kids, and again, Hispanics, lower level mestizos, very garbage, and always attacking people that they know are better than them and have never done anything against them. I mean, I've talked shit about them, but Junebug has never even fucking mentioned them.
That's weird.
Now the whole chat knows where the city and state I live in because he wrote it down in the chat.
Well, I know where you go. I know where you live. I'm gonna come eat you. No, I don't think you're gonna have too many people come visit you. They all know where I am. They come get me too. They already visited Jake.
Wow.
Whoa. It'll be all right. We got where are the fucking wrenches though? Hello there, Joe. Now fucking Marvin shows up. It's you, Marvin. Now he's gonna fucking DM me and be like, "Oh, I didn't know." I'm kidding. Joe. Oh yeah, that's right. I thought I can't remember. Is today Saturday? Yeah, today's Saturday.
It's Sunday now, but
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Favorite character in Avengers? God, I'm so sick of those movies at this point. I think I hate them all. Probably Iron Man and I don't know, Iron Man and Thor. I ended up liking Thor in those movies. And then they changed his character, but I like the first movie. Most violent and funny donators. Most violent.
violent
in real life. Probably Scott's the most violent one in real. I wouldn't hurt a fucking fly with the. No, I don't know. Who's the most violent donator? Like in real life? Maybe S.Dollar, because in those music videos he's walking around with guns and shit. He's like blah blah. Whatever the fuck. Dan and Cora says, after COVID, would you, Jesse, Drew, ever meet up for Corrupted Live in person? If you found a spot or whatever. I mean, Drew's already been to my house. So I could see Drew coming out because our kids always play on Roblox and other games like that. So I could see Drew coming out here. I could get Jesse out here, but I think it's like super painful for Jesse to go around. So we'd have to ask him that eventually and see. And it would, I don't know. He might do it. I think he'd probably, if I remember, I think it'd be better to go to him though. But that's a hell of a flight. But yeah, we could do it. If you got a commentator position, but it didn't pay as well as the setup you got now, would you prefer or would you require to quit streaming? Yeah, this question comes up a lot over the years. I doubt it's going to happen, so it's not going to happen. But I don't know. It would be no, you'd probably take the job because that's like a once in a lifetime deal, and you can always put everything on hold and return at some point to something, maybe. You know, I don't know. That would be a tough question though. And then if they give you health insurance, that'd be a big thing too. Mitch Brandenburg says, "Would you rather be a billionaire to eat Tommy's ass every day, or broke and get blowjobs from Megan Fox for once a week?" Oh my God. I gotta be honest, dude. Eating Tommy's ass every day? Fuck that. I'd rather be fucking poor and Megan Fox blows me once a week. I think I'd rather that. And I'd sleep in a hammock outside. J-Rod says, how long will YouTube last? I'm thinking 2 more years. I'm thinking more realistic is 5 more years, if anything. If it really does go away, it's another, I think I give another 5 years before it's like unrecognizable. What do you think? You want it to go away, Dave?
No, I don't want to go away. I just would like to see it go back to when you were making so much money, because that's when the algorithms weren't fucking around and people could say whatever they wanted. And I'm just hoping that, you know, if Trump wins, he'll basically get all these people indicted for sedition and treason, because that is what they've been doing. And banning all these channels the way they've been doing just goes to show that they're not interested in the truth. They just are just abusing the system. This I can't remember the fucking code that they're abusing and stuff, but it's got to be removed. And, you know, like whether it be Twitter, YouTube, Google, you know, all these social media sites, they're basically treating their system as a platform and not a publisher.
Yeah.
And they're using that loophole to get away with literally banning anyone that doesn't, you know, or anyone that causes waves. It doesn't matter even if they're conservative. There's been liberal people, there's been socialists, there's been people who just say, you know, what's up with this? And they get fucking their channel, their account deleted and no chance of getting in.
Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen, but it don't look right. I'll tell you that. And I don't think you'll ever see what we saw. I mean, it's amazing that we saw $100 a day and now it's like $5 a day and just fucked up and it's all fucking crazy. But, man, we're going to get the fuck out of here, man, because I've been streaming for forever tonight. And we are... What?
No, I just was a little disappointed in hearing that, because I've got the energy to keep going if you wanted.
Jesus Christ, you sound tired as hell, bro.
Trying to not yell, but if you want
The Macho Man, oh yeah, let's go for it. Let's do it right now. Dave Rose is ready to go. It is 3:22 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in Ontario, Canada, and Dave Rose is ready to go. Let's do this, Joe. Oh yeah.
Good God, man. Nah, man, I'd be ready to go too, but I just feel like we're hitting the wall, man. I feel like we're hitting the wall.
Well, it's just me and you now, basically.
And I think we've really hit the fucking all we can do without doing circles with last night, tonight. I know you're ready to go, but I know we can do it, but I just figure, you know, fucking we weren't gonna do one tonight, Memorial Day weekend, you know, pretty people we're all burnt the fuck out. You know, might as well fucking, you know, call it a night. And
it's not hard. It's not about how hard you get hit. It's about how
wet you can make her.
Exactly.
Cornelius, thanks for becoming a $5 patron.
I don't remember the saying.
I can't.
I'm drunk. I'm stoned, and I'm having fun.
Oh,
and
there you go. That's what it is.
Willing to do whatever needs to be done. Oh yeah.
Poor Leah and Monica have to record their fucking podcast tomorrow. Because
why can't Leah record it on her own computer? Like, what?
There's something wrong with the goddamn sound. I went up there and the fucking thing ain't working. Yo, Garguts, what's up, dude?
Hey, brother. Doing good. Check. Don't want to be too loud.
Down Seth Rogen. I love you.
There we go. Somebody that's talking. We needed you about an hour ago. No, what's up? How's it going, man?
Nah, just getting my day started, man. I fucking drank so much last night. Listening to your Hulk Hogan song. Jesus, I pissed everybody off with that one.
Oh, they got mad at that? They didn't think it was funny?
No, they didn't.
Wow, really? They didn't think like, well, he's making fun of like white racist people?
I was like, y'all know
What
that I'm
just sourpusses. Also, get your face closer to the mic.
Yeah, sorry.
They
Yeah, I was
did-
just like, they know I'm Mexican or Hispanic, so just like, come on, I'm making fun of myself.
They still
Oh.
didn't find it. Sad,
Wait,
man.
who was mad? Like white people or Hispanic people?
I had like friends over, and they just didn't get the joke.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, they don't know Hulk Hogan, and they probably wouldn't.
Faggots.
Yeah, no, they know Hulk Hogan. They just didn't really get the fucking joke, and I was like trying to explain to him, but I was drunk, so I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna play it louder.
No, it's because you said the N word and like
Gawker, and then Chingo, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm a racism.
Yeah. Even Leah heard me doing it, and she walked by as I was doing it, and she just
Yeah.
went, "Jesus Christ." And I was like, what? And she's like, that's fucking wrong or whatever. I'm like, what do you mean? Well, no, it's not. I'm making fun of fucking racists. Like, it's not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess some people didn't get. Some people in the chat said something like that. Like most people got it, but somebody was like,
It's
"This is fucked up."
SJW culture. Nowadays, you have to explain your fucking jokes, but like literally 5 years ago, you didn't have to.
Yeah,
I know, right?
It's like you don't get it. Like it's. I'm not saying like that for real. It's Hulk Hogan. He's a racist American.
You know.
I mean, Jesus, fucking, what the fuck?
Probably Scott.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
What do I do?
Send him a dick pic.
Hey Jojo, you want to send this friend a dick pic? That's my roommate. My roommate's like always down to send somebody a dick pic.
Why doesn't he just go on Discord if he really wants to call up?
That's what I was gonna say.
You really want to call up, man?
Call up, man. Discord, man.
I can play all the clips of him saying he's gonna like abduct my family and stuff.
Oh shit!
No, I'm just kidding. I just say that because he's gonna be like, I didn't say that.
Oh yeah, and I also played your fucking Little Suicide like a lot last night. I forgot about that song.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna do drugs.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good song.
I'm gonna do drugs.
I'm gonna do drugs. I'm gonna do drugs.
It's funny there. I think the guy actually came out like a little right after that. A guy named Lil Suicide came out.
Really?
Like for real, like a real, yeah. Because it was like you could see where it was going with that, like because there was everything was like, hey, look, I'm 19 and I got tattoos all over my face and I'm white and I'm on drugs and Xanax and all these things. It's like, do you even know what you're saying, or are you just fucking saying drug names? Like, is that the fucking? Took a bottle of Ritalin. Now I'm sitting here fiddling with a heroin needle in my arm. I do speed, then fucking call my mom. Fucking, what's up, mom? I'm fucked up, bitch. This is how you raise your fucking kids. Hear the phone click. Like, it's like, what the fuck is this? And it was,
see that,
but it was mumble rap, so it wasn't even like that. But it was like, it's like, what am I listening to, dude?
Like that faggot car shit.
I'm gonna fake you, car. Yeah, that was great. Oh, dude.
What'd you say? You said I don't like my son because he's a faggot.
I got a faggot, kid.
I lost it on that one.
Now I'm in jail because I don't give a fuck about my kid. I got a faggot, kid. The best was that interview he did at the radio station, like Hot 97, where he was like all fucking whacked out. We watched that months later after that, and he was just like a cunt. I don't know, man.
Shit.
I think he went to jail, though. He was on his like 5th warning.
Yeah, he went to jail.
He should have gone to jail like 70 times. They kept giving him warning, and then finally, then he was supposed to go to jail for disobeying the warning, and then they let all the charges drop. They dropped everything because they were basically like, dude, he's a rapper, and he's just gonna keep getting in trouble.
Oh, my roommate just walked in and said, "What about sending my dick where?"
Send it to this guy named Scott. Send your dick.
Oh shit!
We're gonna send your dick pics to a guy named Scott, if you don't mind.
if you don't mind. He said,
You know, I figured it out. These troll people write comments, so I'll read the comment and then they can just clip my response to the comment. Like that's what it is. I mean, I get it, but but I still fall for it because they're so innocent comments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like basically somebody goes, like people love to do this. They'll be like, dude, where's like JB or whatever, and so then I'll have to say like, oh, you know, he left because whatever, and then what people will do is they'll clip me saying that and then be like, he's still talking about him, you just can't, and it's like, I answered a question that somebody, but so like just don't respond to any questions that seem dumb. I guess is like the answer to that. Like somebody was like asked a question about Jesse, but even that I was like, oh, that's a setup question, you know, and it's like, so there's all these setup questions. It's like
it's a loaded question.
Yeah,
exactly. Loaded question.
But but like stuff that you wouldn't expect would be a loaded question. So it's like you don't even know. And I only started picking up on it because then when someone like shits on me for it, then someone tells me about someone shitting on me, and I go, "What? Wait a minute." And then I go, "Oh yeah, I answered that earlier." And now there's like a fucking problem with it. And it's a loaded setup. It's a setup so somebody can twist it, and then it's fucking weird, dude. Like it's just weird. Oh fuck, like it's bizarre. Dude, your roommate
People are twisted.
You're gonna get, when are you gonna, like, dude, I'm sorry, I gotta be honest. I just wanna me Leah, and you and your girl fornicationfilms.com.
All right, let's do this. I need money anyways.
No, I'm pretty proud, man. You know, pretty proud right now because I got an erection.
Yeah, she really likes your show too, so I'm always listening. I thought all my other chicks before that didn't really care for your show. So.
Yeah, they were like, fuck this guy, what the fuck?
Yeah, so I got lucky with this one. She doesn't mind.
Most girls,
she loves your turkey song. She'll sing that every time the donation pops up.
Really? Send me a video of that. I'll jerk off to that.
All right.
I'm not trying to be creepy. I just think like damn, yeah, that guy's got a really pretty girlfriend. That's cool. That's like really cool. You know, I'm like proud. I'm like happy for you. Thanks. It's like a happy for you thing. Yeah, it's weird. Like I'm happy with my wife, and I'm happy when I see someone else's girl. I'm like, yeah, that's a good girl.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
There's not too many girls in here, but yeah. Or I don't know how many guys have girlfriends here, so yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for I'm still waiting for the tape of Nikki and Dave.
Shit.
It's out there. I'm telling you. It's on the dark web.
I don't know, Dave. Do you have a tattoo on your ass? Maybe I've seen it already.
Well, JD's apparently about to be Me Too'd, so
what's going on there? Like,
I still don't know. Like it's just some stupid. I wonder if the guy's just fucking joking or something. Because I haven't seen anything.
In your video earlier today, I think, but like I didn't see anything on on Twitter that sort of talked about it.
Yeah, it was all about a troll who was attacking both of us, and I was just like, yeah, the guy threatening us, fuck him. Like, and I just kind of talked about it briefly, but I don't see any comments about him being like, this is disrespectful or this is incorrect or fuck off with it. Because usually he says something, and I don't see him saying it anywhere about. Yeah, I don't see. I'm looking right now. I don't see any comments.
People making these allegations of the Me Too stuff.
I don't even see that. I don't see any. I think the guy just said that on the show. I think he really donated and made it up. Unless there's something we need to look. I mean, I don't want to even get into it because he'll blame me somehow. But I don't have anything to do with anything.
Yeah, just wait until the dust settles and see what happens. Don't get involved and don't comment.
Right.
Let things play out, and we'll see what happens. I mean, if it's true, then it's true. If it's not, it's not.
Yeah.
But then again, we know that he did cheat on 3 women simultaneously. So
that's what I brought up. I said, well, if he played some girls. I mean, but he didn't. I don't remember him like.
Well, that is perhaps the character trait of somebody that would do maybe even worse things. So
wait, who was this again?
Until everything comes out, and then we could judge.
Right.
Who is this again?
JD.
Oh.
Yeah,
he
so-
cheated. He can get girls. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, he had like 3 girls at once. Yeah.
He was playing 3 different.
Well, I
people.
remember that one ugly one, and there was a the WrestleMania one.
Well, that was a that was a mistake. He didn't realize what that was until she got there, and he was like, "Oh, fuck."
He was like the fucking Olympic hero of the angles, Kurt Angle.
I gotta be honest. I don't know what's up with him, but he gets girls. Like
And he's like super. Is he short? Like shorter than you?
Yeah, dude.
No, he's a good liar, is what it is.
But dude, he's a tiny person. He's a tiny man. Like he's about 5'5", 5'4".
I didn't realize that he was getting girls like that. That's
I mean,
funny.
dude, girls stopped to say hi to him, and there were girls that would tweet him back in the day. And I mean, I had a couple girls that did that with me, but it was a lot with him. And it was like that girl showed up to meet him at the thing, and
Oh, I know why. He's a fucking Guido. Ah, there you go.
You didn't know that he was a greasy wop?
is that what?
I didn't say all that.
Is that a thing? I mean, is that a thing?
Yeah, because fucking girls love Guidos, dude. I mean, you can be butt ugly as fuck and still be a Guido and still have a fucking girl.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Like, think about it. Like, even in movies, you see like movies they don't like cast like them looking good. They like cast them with like a big nose and they look all fucking frumpy and shit. And they still have a badass chick. I guess it was like the culture there.
Damn. Wow,
I'm
man.
not sure if I can agree with that, but the evidence you've just provided with the movies kind of, is inarguable. So,
Hey, man, you Google shit about him, and there are people that just. I mean, I thought people hated me. These people, people hate, dangerous hate him. Like it's like a problem. Like,
also look at his attitude. Like he piles it on so much with the hate or the emotion on certain things, and you're like jovial. It's just like you get mad and animated at certain points, but then it's just like, yeah, fuck it. You know what? I hope next week is good. I just want to fucking enjoy myself watching this stuff. But he's like, these people, JD just fucking. He takes it too far. He as in the point, he's a total mark and I'm a mark, but it's all negative. It's all negative for him. It's never fucking you know what? At least they did a good try. Like tonight, I was saying to people in your AEW chat, fuck you. You know what? At least it's not WWE. It's different. Yeah, they fucked up multiple times, but WWE's done worse. And I enjoy this pay-per-view despite, its clear problems.
Yeah.
I'm not going to delude myself, but I'm going to say, you know what? I like the effort. I like the people. I like what was shown,
Yeah, it was still entertaining to watch it compared to a super boring one match after another WWE same. I got it. I was pretty down on it tonight because it was so
it could
bad.
be better, obviously, and there was so many fuck ups. It did very much look amateurish at certain points,
But it was
got
entertaining.
better.
It was. I said it was an entertaining 5 out of 10 to me. It was like I really I don't know. It was
I
entertaining.
wanted to like it too because again, it's one of the. First of all, I love pay-per-views on Saturday nights, whether it be UFC or fucking AEW. I love it. That I don't want to stay up late on a Sunday night. I got shit to do on Monday. Okay,
Right.
so I just love being able to, instead of going out to the bar or something, I get to, watch this stuff on my big screen and just fucking, enjoy myself and do what I want,
Got the hands in the pants like
Exactly.
Al Bundy.
Al Bundy, exactly. You got the fucking snacks in front of me. Just, I can fart and not care about, people looking at me.
I shit myself.
No, I'm not going to go that far.
Now I have shit myself.
Just get a bucket and just sit on the bucket while I'm watching the pay-per-view.
Jesus.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck? Well, I think we should get the fuck out of here. I did have fun tonight. It was a long night, man. Garguts, I appreciate you stopping by, man. You definitely helped us kick the show about 20 minutes longer than it was going to go. So,
Yeah, I figured I'd just pop in and see what's up.
yeah, man, do it again other times. I know you were here a couple weeks ago, and I think there was one show where we were going to put you on. I never did, and you just sat on
No.
the hold.
Yes, him and I were actually talking about it on another
Oh.
show. That like that's the gag. That basically, he never gets on the show because he's always in the whole.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Yeah.
Which is the right thing. He's doing the right thing, but I think I don't know why, but I forgot about him one time, and then at the end I realized it and went, "Oh, what the fuck?"
It was all good. It was all good. I was getting drunk with some friends anyways, but we were laughing about that too. Here he was like, they're like, "Are you gonna get on?" I was like, "I don't know. I don't think so anymore."
Doesn't look good. Yeah, sometimes you gotta fucking, I don't know. Who knows what I'm thinking? You know, after
all
like
good.
after a little while, if like I don't let you on, you're like, all right, he's retarded. This ain't.
I mean, you're doing like a million things at once at your computer anyway, so
yeah.
understandable. But,
and I was
yeah,
I was probably like having anxiety about everyone was doing well, so I was like, I don't want to kick anybody off. But then I had anxiety about if I put somebody on, now there's too many people. So like that's I think what I got into. And I started feeling like, oh, I asked people if they could come on, and people were like, I'm gonna be on for you. And then they were here, so then I'm like, what am I gonna tell that person? Hey man, I'm all good with you now. You can go. I'm gonna bring on somebody else now.
Actually, I want you to, if you could, record me like this thing where like you actually like bring me on, and then I'm just like not at the fucking seat. I'm just like taking a shit or something.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Dude, it's got to be like the Kimmel Damon thing, where it's just like he keeps trying to schedule to be on and he can never be on.
Yeah.
Happening, Jimmy Kimmel, man. He turned into a fucking weirdo now. He's so weird now.
I think he started to panic once he started to realize that he was on that list to Epstein Island.
Yeah, man. And I know that, Junebug and shit was telling me Scott was like texting him a bunch and a million times. I don't know if he wanted to like come in here and be on here because I don't know if he's blocked on here, to be honest. And I don't know. And, usually I have Drew unblock people for me. So, sorry to Scott if he's out there and he wanted to come on. I just didn't see him in here, but he might be blocked, and maybe I just don't know it. And I'm sure it sounds like he hit up some other people. So, apologies to anybody who didn't get on tonight, who maybe was going to come on and shit like that. But I was streaming, I was watching all of AEW, then streaming the review, and then now doing, we're into fucking 3:40 in the morning, and it's just been a long day, and I've been in super lazy whatever mode. So next week maybe, or during the week, we'll figure it out. Garguts, maybe he'll come on something. We'll hang out, man, and we'll have a good week. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna pass out. I think Dave could probably keep kicking ass, but I'm dead. So, but I think you're pretty fucked up too. Dave's had a lot to drink and a lot of weed, and it's late. Like it's pretty. Like, this is the time when you start stroking your pecker in the closet,
I'm catching up right now. I'm barely on my first 40.
Oh, damn, dude. What the fuck? That's awesome.
Then go live, Garguts.
Yeah.
You should stream.
I probably will. I'll play some guitar.
Yeah.
Send me your link or your channel.
Chill out.
No, it is my, this is my channel. Oh, well, yeah, we're on Discord. All right, I'll send it to you on Skype.
Yeah.
Hit me up
I'm
with
still
it.
looking for that video, by the way.
And then,
the 9/11 video.
Oh, you found it?
No, I'm saying I'm still looking for it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
I'm
Dave.
gonna find this.
Dave is on this new kick of jerking off to different angles of 9/11.
Hell yeah. Just in slow motion, right?
Yeah, he's into some weird. This is new experimental porn that no one's ever heard of, really, but we've heard of it. So what you do is you take like your favorite,
Well, no, Jesse introduced me to this sort of thing. He's the
Yeah.
only freakish person here that can, mentalize this sort of stuff.
Well, basically, like on the building when the plane crashes from the wide shot, what you do is you put porn, like a girl, like she's rubbing her tits on the building as the plane flies into her. So it's
Oh, shit.
it's terrorism masturbation porn.
And the explosion from behind, you can edit it so that it's instead of the fire, it's cum. So
Yeah.
a cum exploding from the backside of the building.
On Tower 2, the girl's blowing somebody.
Splatters everywhere.
The plane flies in her mouth.
You can only jizz to the sound of terror, can you?
It's like fucking
Yeah.
the Marshmallow Man or the Stay
the-
Puft Man and fucking Ghostbusters. All that cream just falling on women. They're on the street.
Somebody's like, dude, what kind of porn do you watch? You're like, fucking terrorism porn. You've never seen it? Oh, yeah,
Just
dude.
jihad.
You haven't jerked off or like disaster porn. You haven't jerked off until you've seen a tsunami of big tits just kill a bunch of Japanese people. Like, it's unbelievable. I jerked off to it.
Tsunami
Nice.
of tits. Oh, you gotta go. That's a good way to go.
Yeah, baby. You watch this fucking volcano explode and kill fucking 7 Mongolians while I jack off. Look at this. And there's just like, there's just pussy humping on the fucking volcano exploding open.
Pussy humping.
What the fuck?
Dude, I'm telling you, it's going to be the new thing in the future. Just fucking terrorism porn. Like,
Terrorism porn, yes.
I don't know.
Jihad porn, terrorism porn. That's all. That's money right there.
We're on that.
I think we should do that.
I think we should too, man. I think we should fuck. And you know what? If I can, I'm going to get my wife drunk with a green screen behind her, and I'm going to pound her, and then I'm going to PNG fucking chroma key her body out, and I'm going to jerk off to her naked on the Twin Towers as they blow up. And they're going to, as they fall down, I'm going to jerk off to her. Goodbye, everybody. Good thing you listened to the end for the terrorism porn joke. See you next week. We'll be back to normal next week, it looks like. And then throughout the week, the same old shit. Good night. Thank you, motherfucker. I'm a fucking idiot.